This is a safe space. You're okay.
Let's party!
And we have begun. Welcome everybody to D&D 5e session 112. My name is JC or Jacob, and I'm joined here by four amazing people. We've got Helminia, James, Alpha, and Suzanne joining us here today. Jazz is running a little bit late. That is simply because of, life comes for us all, and then Jazz, it just smacked her a little bit harder than the rest of us today. So she'll be late, but hopefully she'll be here to hang out and help us all tell this story. Now, where have we left off? Right. Where we last left off, you all were in the midst of one of the kind of biggest sobering moments the group has ever had. Gilgamesh had fallen silent in the city of Sabline at the body of his friend Tyron and possessed form of his other friend Terra. With a quick test of divine ability from Rem, they were able to purge the form of Pakat's lover from the form of Terra without killing her. However, it exhausted her to a great degree, so much so that she could barely move. While Terra was recovering, all of the party except for Gilgamesh, over a period of time, went in and looked through the auction house of Sabline. Each of you finding these different trinkets, books, and otherwise that you feel you could use to possibly help you in the fights to come. However, what fights were there to come, as Rem was very, very adamant and pointed out the fact that he did have to draw upon his trump card, a call of divine intervention to pull Pakat out of whatever plane he was shifting to in order for Gilgamesh to split him down the long way, right then and there, rather than letting the demigod escape. With this thought in everyone's head, the only course of action that everyone decided to take was to return to the demiplane. The people who, the quickly gathering group of people to greet you all there, Roxy, Esumi, Bulric, as I especially forgot that he was there, and the doctor, greeted you as you all returned with two more people in tow, the body of Tyron and the unconscious Terra. Each of you kind of retreated over to your corner of the room, Nime to talk and discuss with Esumi, Zex to go and try and heal his golem with this new ring of regeneration that he's found, Gilgamesh just staying close to Tyron's body, Rem to go and discuss with his god, and Suna going to confer with Mistra. All of you fell asleep. I'm gonna adjust this. Be a bit of a boy. All of you fell asleep, be it at intermittently different times, and as Suna fell into the trance that she has become used to, Mistra whisked you onto this kind of dreamscape of a plane outside, and it was obvious that the goddess was regaining power. At this point, Mistra confided in you. She exclaimed that she had regained some more memory from that last absorption of Pakat. And she now knew what Greywall was guarding. Confirming with you that you wanted to hear this, as she did say that this was going to hit you pretty hard, she remarked that it wasn't necessarily who was being guarded or kept below. It was what? The hands of a god to pierce the heavens for ascension. Mystra confided within you, Suna, that it is a race to recover the physical piece of Mystra that remains within the material plane. And that is what the Ascended are going after. And that's where we left off. You all are going to spring awake with nothing but shifting blankets and crackling fire to keep you company. And fortunately, you all get to level up. We go to level 17, baby. Now, let's just start off one side for the other. We're going to start off with Rem. Going from level 16 to 17.
The world is a vastly simple place. But instead of taking the average, I think I'm feeling a little saucy, and I'll roll this time.
Hell yeah.
Let me hit my long rest on here, just so that we know what we're doing. I'm rolling a d8, and I've gotten a 5, so average. The world remains the same. For my level up, I'm taking Cleric. Nothing is changing there.
Mm-hmm.
And I now gain access to the most powerful magic that a mortal can perform. I now have access to 9th tier magic. My proficiency bonus goes up to +6 as well, which will raise my DC. And I also have something else that you might see later, but isn't super relevant at the time, and I'll pass the torch.
All right, that puts your HP to 135, I believe.
136.
136. That's why I ask. And down. Well, if it decides to save, we are going to move on to Zax.
I will be taking a level in Sorcerer.
Alright.
I rolled a 5 on the dice, plus 1 Constitution modifier, plus 1 from the subclass. So it'll be 7. And then I will be gaining access to meta magic options. I'll be learning a new sorcerer spell, and I'll be shifting one of my spells to something else.
Sick. So you gain 7, so that puts you to... Oh boy. Simple math. 129.
That matches what I got.
Sick. Oh, no way your sheet's so resistant to me modifying it, but that was me buying time. Alright. Next we're going to move on to Gilgamesh.
Yippee! I'm taking a level in Barbarian, and I will roll my d12. That is 8 plus
8?
my Constitution, which is 2. So a nice round 10.
166.
Nope.
Fuck. Wait, you got the boon too. That changed it all. Oh shit, that puts you way higher. That puts you to like 1... Oh god.
Not 1.
200
Not
has
1,
been
JC.
crossed.
200 has been crossed. Just a little, just barely. Not much.
So give me your final HP score then.
206.
206. Man, your health has been wrong for a while.
That's okay. In my heart, I knew what it was.
Well, for combat's sake, you did too.
Yeah.
All right. For the moment, last but certainly not least, Suna.
I'm taking a level in sorcerer, which I think puts me to 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I think isn't that like a D6 per hit die?
Yes.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. So 3 plus your 3 Constitution.
So like a whole
You
6.
got a whole 6.
Damn.
So that puts you to 131.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think I was there before.
I know that you've been able to get there before with like the temp HP.
I feel like I was there before with when my con was boosted.
Mmm. That might have helped of having extra levels. All right.
Oh.
But we now have all of you guys up to 17. We'll get Nime on there when Jazz gets in. But for right now, you guys are rolling pretty. Well, you feel stronger physically. Suna might be feeling a little bit different mentally. You all wake up, some of you a little bit more startled and disheveled than others. The fire in the demiplane burns bright and warm. And as each of you kind of wake up in your separate areas, Gilgamesh, your eyes open, and you can see you were sitting on the against the wall of the map room next to Tyra's body, which has been laid down. You can see sitting down, wrapped in a blanket, leaning against the actual leg of the table that sprawls the map across it. Still very, very exhausted looking. You can see her head drooping and kind of leaning forward slightly. But it moves up sluggishly when she hears you shift. You can see Terra as her eyes kind of move to meet yours. It appears that when you were sleeping at some point, she had woken up and found her way to the map room.
I hate that you did that. You know that?
She hasn't said anything. She's just looking at you.
Hmm. I mean, is it like time for me to get up? Is it like a decent hour for me to like, be awake?
Mm-hmm. You didn't
Okay.
wake up out of terms. You woke up naturally.
Oh. Then I'll get up and just kind of tell her on my way out, sleep as long as you need. And I'll make my way out into wherever I go.
You can feel her eyes follow the back of you until you retreat out of the room into the entryway. And now everyone is awake and moving and is filtering into that kind of main room. Some people have been bustling about, and you can see right now Nime's still resting at this point. She had been smacked around quite good by Pakot the day before, maintaining her circle of power. And so she's still asleep, and you can see Esumi has woken up before her and has kind of rolled up his cloak to kind of use as an extra pillow for her as she's sleeping. As She sleeps on the floor where he's sleeping as well when you all have come back to rest. And he has had a blanket pulled up around her. And you can see him sitting on the ground, politely conversing with Bulric, who is standing up. And you can hear his kind of voice talking a bit more as the two of them begin nodding to people, you all, as you wake up and come into the room. Each of you can kind of take in just kind of the quiet situation, as it's a little bit of a downer when you bring in a dead body. It does kind of hit people, and you can see everyone kind of conversing, trying to predict what you guys are doing next. But the four of you are awake. What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm just gonna look at everyone else and ask, so where do we go from here?
Fuck, I feel like step one should be to check the map. What do we got going on there?
You can see the you guys can each kind of move into the map room. Gilgamesh, I assume you'd probably stay on the edge of the door.
Yeah,
And
I take up the most space, so
and look in. You know that's not what I meant. And you all kind of peer inwards. You can see that there are some bloodstains along the edges of Dacaria. The city itself doesn't seem to either have been hit or have much blood to be drawn from it in the first place, but there are pockets of red that have been popping up south of the Dragonborn city. The area where you've all seen Ilyanora, or expect to be Ilyanora, has been again just deepening in this average shade of crimson. It is no longer pink; it is turning this nice candied red. Other than that, you all are unable to see changes in other places. Like, since Pawcot's been stopped, and Sabline seems to have mostly stopped any additional large spouts of death. Foremount's okay. Grey Wall is just going to be red. That's just how it is. And it seems that your main updates are edges of Dacaria, and Ilyanora is slowly becoming more red.
Well, we don't know for sure who's Ilyanora, but that might be our best bet regardless.
at least according to the map, that's the most pressing matter.
Seems so.
We also do have Solozi in the city, but they do say that they are done with their portion. But it may be apt to deal with that sooner rather than later. I also pose another thing that we need to deal with.
The law.
It's that, but it is getting rather crowded here. I think some people should go to our home in Greywall. I think we should at least take Tyron there. It's probably best. It's probably not best for the princess if he stays here. And that offer extends to anyone else that's here in this room. If you'd like to go back, that is an option.
I don't need anything from the house.
Well, then I say we deal with this, quote-unquote problem quickly so we can at least deal with Ilyanora.
It's the optics of we go to Ilyanora first, or we forced, or we deal with this first. And I'll look at the others. Do any of them seem willing to go back to our home with the hellscape of the current times? Probably not.
Currently within the map room, the only living people in there that are not you all is the Doctor and Tara. Tara has kind of moved herself over next to Tyron and is just kind of looking down at the floor. The Doctor does not seem to offer any verbal assistance.
How odd.
How odd
What a
indeed.
surprise.
How off brain.
Um, I mean, I can go with, but I don't personally have a reason to go.
I'll go.
We can check on Jaylene while we're there. We'll be in and out. I will ask the Doctor, what are the optics of getting us there, bringing us back, and then getting us to Ilyanora? Is that outside of his purview? I know it's a lot to deal with.
I do think that if you are hell-bent on guiding them to Greywall, it might be a little bit out of your purview. I do know that Zex has access to teleportation, but I also know that you try to be in, well, good fighting shape for when you fight a demigod. I can offer you this if you trust them enough. It's just me opening a door, and then, well, I assume you at least lock your house, so getting them a way to get in or giving them directions to somewhere safe, and then can spare more of my ability to open a door for you to get into Ilyanora. It's the third one that
I understand.
I run a little thin.
We'll ask. It really is only Tara, Ulrich, and Tyron. Tara can't take him. Ulrich's probably leaving. Nima is not going to let
SME go.
Esme go. So we'll deal with this when we get back then.
And as far as they're doing, they're not exactly breaking things, so you're not putting too much of a strain on anything, more of just your conscience than my house. It is quite literally the apocalypse, so things can be bent. Hospitable enough.
I made a choice this morning when I got ready. I'm equipped to deal with what I believe to be an archer in Ilyanora.
Is that where you want to go then? South.
I would like to inform the group of something before we go. While I'm pretty sure I know what lies behind the lock. I believe it is. I believe what lies behind the lock is Mistra's physical hands. Her actual, literal hands. Corrupted by the Seven Ascended.
Divine flesh. Curious.
My lady has informed me that should the lock be opened, what lies beyond it will, without a shadow of doubt, be malicious. And that the gate or the lock can be opened even after they are gone. Not that it will, but that it's a possibility. And as it stands, I don't really have the knowledge, the metric, or the time to figure out how to deal with that outside of my own divine means, which, as we've discussed, I cannot do.
We still don't know the mechanism for which the lock opens. So it's still something to figure out.
I mean, when we deal with the Solosi, maybe they'll tell us. Did Zex tell us that Solosi said they want to spread knowledge?
I think Zex told you guys anything in the conversation that they had.
That seems kind of on brand for someone that wants to spread knowledge. Maybe they'd be willing to tell us.
From your experience with them, what is it? Solosi and Lackham would probably be the most willing to talk, although Solosi would be the one willing to talk with you and then walk away.
If nothing else, I think we just keep doing what we're doing. They can't open the lock if they're not alive to open the lock.
But we don't want to open the lock on accident.
I mean,
We can avoid opening it without our knowledge of doing so. That would be for the best.
to a certain extent, at least at this point, it's either us doing it or them doing it.
I mean, they're still killing people, and so I don't think they have enough just yet.
Priority one is most definitely to keep going after them, but this is something we should be thinking about as well.
I think we should put a pin in it and see if Solosi tells us anything. I think putting too many resources on it today is going to strain us, and that we should make a day of it. I have 7 before, or is it 7 or 6 now? 6 now?
6 now.
6 days before I'm even willing to get near Lacko.
Well, let's go after whoever's in Ilyanora and come back to it in the near future.
Let's get to it.
All right.
Let's.
Well, you should wake your friend up. We can send you on your way.
For the metric of knowing, because we probably would have done this last night. I don't know if it all got, or not last night, but like the last night that we slept. How were those items divvied up? Who was given what?
So I believe Suna ended up with the book. The golem got the ring, and I'm not sure about the other two.
Nime has the stone.
Nime has the stone, and then it's the belt.
Belt is the only one left.
I think Nime's the only one with the option slot available for it.
I was gonna say, I think, yeah.
Do you have like
We could give it to the
Well,
golem.
Nime's attuned to 3 items at this point.
Nime's attuned to the Sword of Allura and the stone. There is no third item.
Do you have like the book, what the book does written down somewhere?
It increases your constitution modifier, or it increases your constitution like number by 2, as well as your maximum by 2 for that.
That's all it does?
You have to read
You
it
have
over
to
the course
read
of
it for a
48 hours
while.
in the course of 6 days.
Yep. So you have to spend 48 hours reading it within the time span of 6 days.
Oh, so this thing's useless. Telling.
Well, no,
For
you
now,
can
yeah.
like read it when we get back and like take time. Like,
Yeah, but I gotta
there's
spend
options.
2 days doing that shit.
And it's look, we have three if I push myself ascended to deal with, and then Latham's not like. I'm not saying this.
My resources could be spent doing other things, helping you guys out, rather than reading a book for 2 days.
That is true, but they don't really give you guidance at the end of the world. We'll see how it goes. I guess we won't touch it for now. We don't want to waste it.
I mean, I'm not gonna get rid of it, but
Did
I
we
don't know.
eat breakfast? Probably not, right?
Not yet, anyway.
No, but we could eat breakfast, I guess.
Oh,
Often do we eat breakfast?
I mean, I did a real big push for breakfast, and
I
then
remember
Armageddon
that.
hit, so...
Yeah, I remember
know
you
what?
like
That does
You-
happen.
guys
you
miss
instituted the
breakfast.
rule like we had to eat breakfast together every morning.
And it lasted like a couple of months. But you know what?
Yeah.
Now's a great time to pick it up. We're having breakfast.
Damn.
Okay.
We're having breakfast.
Sorry for bringing that up back up, guys.
We might as well have breakfast.
Alright. I guess what are we having for breakfast?
What's Asumi cooking?
If you want Esme to cook, he can basically go and... The doctor has some things. He doesn't exactly... The big issue with him is he doesn't explain where anything is. But
Yeah.
Esme,
Wow.
you know...
That's crazy.
And
Eseme's poked around here enough to know, like,
Eseme's
I know where the
poked
toilet
around.
paper and hot dogs are.
He's like,
The two
so-
most
not
important
so,
That's it.
things.
It's not so much toilet paper and hot dogs, more of the finer things of finding, you know, bacon and different sausages, bread that can be used, honey, different jams and things like that. And he basically, you can see he like throws this kind of metal grating onto the fireplace, where then he can put a skillet and you can hear the popping of fat of the bacon as it begins to cook. You can see him pull out these different fruits that can then be diced and cut up. And I think as he does do this, you can see other people come out into the main room. And it's not so much as like you're crunched. It gets very, very full when people are sleeping, but if people are like standing or sitting, it's not too bad. So you can see Roxy comes into the room, Bulric comes in, pulled by the smell of bacon, and you can basically see these people who've been kind of cut off from the happenings of the world. You can hear Bulric goes, "Well, you have to tell us something that's happening out there. And I mean, we know you're kicking ass, but like, you're really getting in there. You keep saying gods are dead, but give us numbers."
3 out of 7.
3 out of 7. Okay, now I know that there was 3, or was 7, and is now 4. More, and you can see all of that. And Roxy is kind of like... Roxy at this point has kind of pulled up. She's gotten a bit of like juice that she's helping Esumi. Esumi's, while cooking the main thing, she's been kind of squeezing juice. And Suna, she kind of puts this, we'll go orange juice cup into your hand. She goes, "I know, I mean, I've seen all of them, but I don't know the names that you all keep using for them. Which ones have you defeated?"
We defeated the most recent one we defeated was the man who broke Esumi's leg, Pakat. And then the one we defeated first the was he big and was he hairy? Kalung? What was Kalung look like?
He was a man with this long orange and red frizzed hair and these like kind of like shaved filed shark like teeth.
A giant of some description.
Well,
He was the guy who
that-
ate people.
Yeah,
Did he?
that's Kalung.
that was the guy who, and this is
Um,
that was the guy who bit Gil on the shoulder.
And then the really, really tall dude, the big one, what was that guy's name?
Uta.
I've mixed
Kuta.
up Long and Kuta again. What the hell?
That was the
Everyone
one
does.
we did
Not me.
form out.
Okay.
He exploded. It was really gross.
For the ones left, the red tiefling, Gordos, is in Dick area. Specifically, last we saw near-ish the summit of the volcano. Our hunch is that the archer woman is in Ilyanora, though obviously we have no visual confirmation and don't know that for sure. And then, what does Solozi look like?
Solozi is a
He's
tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
The tabaxi is Zekthah underneath Ray Wall. And then the
Nice.
half dragonborn, half human woman? Half elf. Half human woman?
Half Dragonborn, half elf, was it? Or it might have been
Asimir.
half. I don't remember. Half Asimir. I know it wasn't human.
Her name is Lackham, and we actually have not a clue where she is.
I know where she's not.
I think Lackham
Where she's
is the.
not.
I think
that's
the,
not
the one name that I
helpful.
actually kind of had a bit of an inkling of.
I'm thinking to myself, what if she went back to the place where this all started? What if she went home to clean up the remnants of her robot?
That'd be kind of funny.
Like,
It'd be
if
interesting.
you were at the end of the world, where would you go? Home to eat bacon.
I mean, well, not really home, but are eating bacon. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what robot you're, but
There was a man.
The one
that-
that beat the shit out of Zax. Oh,
he
you weren't there
hit
for
him
that
8
yet.
times. He hit him 8 times. It was
Hammered the shit.
he.
when did this happen?
This was 3-ish months into touching the continent for the first time.
Oh, so this would have happened like right before I joined up with you guys.
A bit before, yes.
Yeah.
The world was a different place back then, much simpler. I remember when war was my only problem. I
War can
almost
still
miss it.
Problem.
I almost miss when war was my only problem.
Now we've just lived through war.
Now I feel like you're waging war.
It seems to be what we're doing.
We don't have the luxury of sitting at home and doing nothing but eating bacon, so.
Man,
Wish we could.
and you can see Roxy just kind of rocks back into this kind of sitting position. Kind of blows some hair that had fallen over the side of her face. I mean, it's not like you guys are keeping it secret from us or anything. You're not whispering around. I mean, we can all hear the talk about the blood cloud and the, well, gods and demigods stuff.
I mean, there was a point to keeping it secret before, but I mean, everyone here has either seen the start of the end of the world or part of it.
You
So
are in a room.
kind of no
Disconnected.
reason to keep it secret now if everyone has seen the worst.
Well, I mean, that wasn't entirely where I was going. I just...
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good. You've got... It's... I don't want to be that person and just goes, everything's gonna be good. But I mean, you guys are doing something, and I don't know, I feel like you guys are gonna be able to... I just know that you guys are worrying about it. And I mean, I wish I could be helping you more and doing more, but I feel like you guys are making things right. You're doing... And she just kind of gets quiet. She kind of went off in this own tangent and is just thinking to herself. Asumi sighs, and you can see him kind of put down this kind of steaming skillet that's kind of just been filled up with bacon. You all are doing very well. And we've put all of our faith in you. Now, you said you were going to eat bacon. Get to it.
Fuck, we did say we were going to eat bacon.
Look, if I could die at any time, I deserve to have breakfast first.
Absolutely.
Let's be realistic about this for like
Well,
2 seconds. I know it's the end of the world.
At this point, it's just depressing to die on an empty stomach.
It is. It truly is. Rem is in a very jovial mood. Like, just after dealing with the pompous bullshit of Pawcott, Rem's just like... You've seen Rem do this quite a couple times where they just kind of check out a little bit. Like, this is not off-brand. But this is probably the first time you've seen it during the end of the world.
Yeah. This isn't an uncommon thing for Rem, but certainly the first time we've gotten... Certainly the first time we've gotten to it, now it is.
Look, I think all that she's trying to get across and through everyone's heads is that we believe in you, and you've done right by us. And I think that's what matters.
I do want both of you to know that you've done plenty for us. And I appreciate all of your help as well.
Azumi kind of just breathes in, gets up, and you can see him kind of dust off the bottom sleeves of his pants, and he begins collecting some bacon, fruit, eggs onto a small platter. And he goes over and walks inside of the map room.
let's finish up and get to it. This is grim talk. We've only got. Let's save this conversation when we have 6 out of 7. Yeah, it'll be more
Alright.
fitting then.
Get to it.
Kind of just snaps Roxy out of it. 6 out of 7 sounds like a good checkpoint. All right. Now that you're all done eating, or at least done eating for now, let's send you on your way.
Let's.
All right. You all kind of begin putting on gear, armor. Esme wakes up Nime and puts together this plate for her as she kind of snacks on some bacon. As Zex, you basically check and make sure that Silex is fully healed. He's looking great. And he goes, all right, some thick trees to walk through, but, well, Ilyanora was always a secretive place. You'll be, well, dropped off just behind a hill, and then you'll be able to see the town. Good luck.
Thank you.
He taps the floor, and you can see the golden arcane energy kind of begin shimmering as he pulls open the door, and you can feel the smell of pine and chilled breeze kind of blow through your hair and nostrils as one by one you all step through this arcane gate and are out with the kind of big rush of pine smell. You're just in nature. And the door shuts. And you're in nature that it looks beautiful, and with one detail, it would be perfect. There's large redwood-like trees that pull up 60 to over 200 feet. These massive, large trunked trees. You can see the hill kind of remaining undisturbed, and there's just this small break in the grass and shrubbery that looks like a trail that has been blazed that you would guess would lead to the town. Everything here looks undisturbed, but there is still that problem I mentioned. And the problem is there is no sound of wildlife. There are no birds buzzing, there are no, well, insects. Nothing. Just the wind rustling through the trees. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna hit you with a crisp perception check.
Absolutely.
My passive is higher, but I'll give it to you. 18.
18.
I won't look.
It's only more unsettling to you, the fact that you hear nothing. You can hear basically the breathing of probably the heaviest breather among you, which I would guess would be Gilgamesh, over anything else.
Wow.
You're a massive lad, and you have not
Yeah, you're right.
stopped
A
saying
lot of
that
oxygen
at all.
is.
A lot
a
of
lot of
oxygen
oxygens.
goes through a 7-foot-tall dragonborn.
This man, get this man some
It's
more
built
oxygen.
like the front of a Chevy Tahoe.
You built big, ain't you? Big boned,
Big bone, big body, big
Big
sword,
big sword. Body.
big ass nose. Anyway,
Oh damn.
I mean, if there's any sight of civilization, let's just go that way, I guess.
I would like to stealth because going by what I think is happening here, I think the moment we get in her sight line, she's going to rock us. So I would like to stealth.
Huff, I'm walking in.
You go ahead and
I
do
would like
that.
to
I'm
stealth
not
as
going
well.
to.
I don't even know how to stealth, TBH.
Be guided and learn.
I'm already
Hi.
walking though.
Crypt walk.
Can I do something extra, JC?
I would implore you to.
So I would like to stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also hold my action, hold a vortex warp for when Gil gets shot
On you or Gil?
on Gil?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
But to
Let
be
me
fair,
My stealth for you.
I have the cloak on and I haven't been hit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Look.
the shot is disadvantaged.
It is all fun and games until you get double nat 20, like, sharpshooter dumbass dead.
I
Well,
will tell you.
I have a lot of HP
I
now.
have not rolled that, but I do personally know a DM that has rolled that. So
Ooh.
is responsible for a death.
Stealth.
So, you all are on what you assume is the outskirts of Ilyanora. I hear some people are stealthing.
Yes.
Let's do so. And if you truly do not want to stealth, you do not have to.
Oh, I
I'm
want to stealth.
Oh, I was talking to Gil. I know that 3 of you want to stealth.
Oh, look.
The amount of faith in Gil is so low.
My disadvantage is turn this into a 16.
Oh, I
I'm
don't even have like no faith in Gil. I rolled a nat 1 for my stealth
Oh
check.
God.
I got a natural 20 for a total of 35, and the golem got a 17.
Why did the golem do better than me?
Nice.
I'm proficient in the skill.
The golem rolled an 18 on the dice.
That's negative. Alrighty. Nime, it's up to you if you want to roll stealth. I don't know if you're.
Man, I just got here.
I know. We're
I
gonna
don't
drop.
know what's going on.
We're gonna drop you in.
We've
We
dropped
killed you.
into near Ilyanora to go deal with probably Zavidnia.
We had bacon
Probably.
for breakfast because I
Could
demanded
be.
that we have bacon for
Yeah,
breakfast.
Azumi made
be
you
Lackham.
breakfast. You have a little breakfast. You have a little collection of bacon. A little connection of bacon and fruit, and probably not eggs because they don't travel well. But you've probably eaten some eggs when he woke you up.
Oh,
He
that's
woke you up with
adorable.
some bacon,
Okay.
eggs, and fruit with some orange.
I like that
juice.
note of the eggs.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Okay, so for my stealth, man, I don't even have my stuff pulled up.
It's also the optics of the belt. You didn't have a third thing equipped. Did you want to equip the belt of strength?
Do I need the belt of strength?
It's your options because you have 3 attunement slots, and we know you have the stone and the sword of the Lyra. I don't know what you're using the third one for.
Let me open my OneNote because as far as I was aware, I was using all 3.
Okay.
Well, we switched out between like the bow and like the sword of wounding. Like we've stepped away from those things.
I'm still attuned to the longsword of wounding. I never unattuned to it, so
This
I
is
have
like the option to like change. That's what we were talking about earlier. Just to get everything on track.
That's if you want.
What
to.
is
Is there-
the
That's
belt
if
of
you want to.
strength
You
do?
don't have to.
You don't have to.
The belt sets your strength to 23, and that will give you like instead of like the +4 that you get from that, it gives you a +6. It's really like solely your preference here.
Is nobody else wanting the belt?
It's not relevant for
can't.
anyone else, really.
The only
It is
other
not
person
at all relevant.
that would be relevant is me, and I don't need it.
Okay,
It'd be
I'll
more
take it then.
relevant to you than your
Does
Anybody
anybody
else?
want to trade for the longsword of wounding then?
I don't need it.
One of those things that also
Hard.
hits like not relevant.
Hard bargain, but I think I'll pass.
You
Okay.
can give it to
Give it to the golem.
The golem, yeah.
Give
That'd
it to
be
the
pretty
golem.
funny.
Use weapons.
I don't think the golem's allowed to, but you could
Oh,
strap
no.
it to its
But he's-
back for
He's also not
funsies.
allowed to use rings, and he's doing that. So, like, I don't know,
Look,
give it to the
shit,
golem.
You're breaking my immersion.
Breaking
Oh.
my immersion in this D&D
That's
game.
fine. I'll go ahead and I'll strap it to the golem's back then. And as far as a stealth roll,
It really is a stroll at this point after the shit reload.
I got a 19.
Sick.
Huh.
Also, I hope I sound okay. I got a boomstick for my mic, so it like hangs off my desk now.
Absolutely.
Sound
So
like you
close
had a
to my
12-hour
face.
shift.
I did. I'm very tired.
We love
tell.
you. We love you, Jazz. Will we do? I'll update your sheet and everything, but you do get that level up if you remember.
Oh, I do. Do you want me to roll for my health?
Yeah, we can have you roll for your health.
Okay. Just as a reminder, it's a D10.
Yep.
Plus my level.
D10 plus your con modifier, so D10 plus 1.
Thank you. Okay, so that's plus 6.
Fucking Nime should read the book.
So 137 is my new max.
I could also read the book.
And then I already
Con does
updated
me
my
well.
sheet to be level 17, which means my proficiency goes up 1. And then I also get to use action surge twice.
Absolutely. I'm so looking forward to that. The entire time before like we actually started the stream, everyone was talking about their level ups. We're discussing the action economy of you getting a second action surge.
Oh, we're so excited. Do I get to use it twice in one turn? That's the one question that I had.
I am
In theory, I would
100%
think so.
behind you using
It-
both in one
it-
turn.
It doesn't
Yo.
specifically say that you can.
Okay.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever read anything that says you like physically could not.
Look,
so
they knew what they
technically
were
you
doing when they
can.
made it this way. We all know what's
Exactly.
going on here. It's funny to hit something 11 times.
It is very funny. to hit something
Really
one
is.
time.
So good.
Like, me as a cleric, I'm like, one hit, okay, I'm done.
Like,
Nubia
okay,
runs
that
in,
seems like enough.
"Brrr."
I feel the one hit thing, but
I don't. Well, my cantrips hit
I
like
don't mind.
trucks. So you
oh,
know,
your fucking cantrips are brutal.
I hit a man for like what 39 once, and he just died. So
That's yeah.
yeah, fuck.
let's get to it. Do we get American Sniper? I've never seen the movie.
It's a good movie. But unfortunately there is no sniper with the first name Kyle waiting for you around the hill.
I don't specifically believe you, but I guess it's fine. Continue.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I am willing to keep up the stealth until we like get to where we notice something, and I'll make perception checks as relevant to notice for like any sounds, the smell of blood, anything that would give me like context of what's happening here.
You guys are gonna get some very nice context as you go around the hill, because as
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
give it
please.
some extra descriptions. You turn the corner, and you see a massive wall of white. It's enough that it looks out of place. It's almost. Do any of? I hope some of you know what the Epcot ball is.
I know what the Epcot ball is.
I'm
Who
poor,
do you
so I
think?
don't.
Who do you think the prettiest girl in school is?
The Epcot ball.
Okay, that one was past me. I am fucking so lost.
I know what you're
old,
talking about, Suzanne. Don't worry.
like an old vine. Don't worry about it.
Epcot. Anyway, yep.
Anyway, we know what Epcot is.
But you can see this basically dome over there. Those of you with higher perception can see it devolve into the individual strands of silk. There was a town here, still is. It is covered in spider webs.
Oh,
A town
I
drowned
don't like that.
in web.
No.
Good thing
I don't
can
like
burn it all
spiders.
down.
Large
What are
shots of white, almost looking rope. It's thick enough that it's like ship mooring rope from some of the trees into the town. And the entirety of the place is still. Just like a massive spider web.
Maybe we could skip this one.
I am undaunted because, if you remember correctly, a long time ago, I made something. It's in Nime's bag. I believe Nime is in possession of something called Alchemist Doom,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is
I don't
alchemist
remember that.
fire made of radium.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I am. What are these buildings made out of? Stone, I hope?
spider webs.
Partially.
I
Stone,
mean-
spider web, wood.
Like,
People?
Oh no.
people?
Yes. The infrastructure of people.
I would
I,
like. I would like.
Sir,
Yeah.
about people, you want a perception? For
What do
people?
you
You guys are
perceive?
too
Are these
far away to
buildings
see
made out of
individual
people?
You guys are not in the town yet. You guys haven't walked in.
Well, let's go walk in the town.
But spiders!
I've been walking this whole time. I'm
Look,
gonna be honest. I've been going.
There's one solution to this spider problem.
Burn it.
Are you scared of spiders, Zach?
I'm not a fan of spiders.
Well, if you're not a fan, you're not scared. It'll be fine.
On
Let's
Zex's
go.
character sheet, it's like his flaw, arachnophobe.
Terrified of
Swap.
spooters.
I'm a little scared. We'll stare down Lackham. Call her names. One spider shows up. This man has left his skin. He's gone. There's nothing here. Damn.
Are there active spiders around here?
You guys are too
We're
far away
lined
to
up.
see if there are any spiders on the city. You guys are still like hundreds of feet away from the city.
Oh, I thought we were like, okay.
Those are some big fucking spider webs.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
a demigod
yeah.
spider. So.
Let's keep that
Massive spider webs.
that alchemist doom in
Do
the
you have
back
any more
pocket here.
Molotovs?
I've got the alchemist doom.
But no Molotovs?
Alchemist Doom. I think I have mallet.
I
got
literally
wood.
have a sword that like
I've
projects mass amounts of fire. And according to Google, spider webs burn very easily.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you-
So
You've never taken like a blowtorch to like a spider web because they dare intrude upon your home?
Oh
I
man. You
can't
know what I have?
say that I have, but I should. I should get around to that.
I was saying the good old
You
thing
should
of
get
finding
around to that.
spider web to use as for the lighter on a torch.
Yeah.
Can't say I've ever done
That's
that.
something.
Anyway.
I did in Boy Scouts.
Let's
Oh,
I
let's
have a
let's do,
question.
we're gonna do this town what happened to London in 1666.
Oh my god. I might have an answer.
The bullseye lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Is it oil?
It is oil.
Lamp oil.
How quickly
So-
can I make a Molotov? An advanced one.
I have two
Advanced Molotov.
bullseye lantern patches on my cloak of useful items that I haven't used in a hot minute.
I love that thing.
I also love that thing.
Don't we all?
It's one of, if not my favorite magic item.
I love
AC.
this magic item.
I
So
pose something to you. With an appropriate DC, can
No,
Nime and
Lord.
I can join together, make something akin to a Molotov / grenade out of these lanterns? Like, can she fill it with shrapnel, and I kickstart it with firecrackers and gasoline?
A
we
firebomb.
just-
You're making a
Oh, yeah.
firebomb.
Yeah, like how quickly could we like? I
That
want to
doesn't
do
sound
it in
like
10
a
minutes.
Molotov explosion.
It just sounds
Explosive.
like
That
an
just sounds like an explosive.
Yeah, I want to do it in 10 minutes.
It's this
I-
whole
An
thing with like
incendiary grenade.
It's
With-
just a grenade.
you know what's
like,
really
with
funny?
nothing-
As a tinkerer, I could absolutely do that.
with
And with my
so
alchemy.
much so of the show of just like with nothing but his cunning ingenuity, a piece of rope, a squirrel, and a megaphone, he constructs a megaphone.
Well,
Yup.
are you going to let us create it? Or no.
Do you have the firecrackers?
I have the firecrackers on me.
Why?
Didn't we buy
Where
fireworks
the
at the
fuck
festival?
did you get fireworks?
Yeah.
No,
That was
what?
like forever ago.
One time I was waiting in the courtyard for Lacum to show up, and I was making firecrackers because I was bored, and I always knew they were gonna come back and be useful. I always knew. And you know how many firecrackers I have? Guess. Don't even guess. I'm gonna tell you. The answer to that question is fuck. I have so much shit on me. 5. I have 5 sets of firecrackers.
2 in one, 3 in the other, or 2
Oh.
and 2, and keep one for later.
Just make 5 bombs.
Yeah.
You only
have
need
two
one
bullseye lanterns.
firecracker. Oh,
But I only
yeah.
have 2 bullseye lanterns.
Do we have any other small containers that we could make into bombs?
7 glass bottles.
Are
That
they
sounds
filled
You know,
with
that'll do
flammable
it.
Not
Built-in
oil?
explode the
shrapnel.
glass bottles.
Are they filled with flammable oil?
No, they are not. But I do believe someone around here has something that can make a thing. Doesn't someone have a horn that can fill with oil?
Oh, I
Wait
do.
a minute.
I have
Or a
that
barrel
too.
or something?
I was gonna say I think I have a surplus of. I have a
Oh,
Garistra
wait,
horn.
no. I'm
No,
thinking
it's
I'm thinking of a
a magical item that can make
redacted
oil.
picture.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think we have one.
Oh, okay.
Unless we do and it's not listed somewhere.
How can
You
I
do
finesse
not
this?
have that.
Hey, how flammable is mead?
I mean,
Mead
it's
is based off
it's
of
an alcohol,
honey.
so
It's not that.
Okay,
but is
I
it
have a-
flammable enough?
would we maybe
This ain't
be able
fucking
to?
Everclear.
Do we have glass? We have glass vials then, right?
You do
Okay,
from Ren.
last question.
So if okay, go ahead.
Sorry. I have one more material to ask about. I still have all that Shadowfell sludge
Oh no!
in the bowl.
Oh, no!
Ew.
Oh, no!
Ew.
You know what? I'm willing to believe that just might work. That shit looks combustible.
Oh.
I don't have a lot of it, but I might have enough to fill like 1 or 2 vials.
You have a bowl of it, and I also have that oil of slipperiness.
I also
bet
have
shit's
to make
flammable.
You
like
guys
a
just gonna
sleight of
start
hand
mixing
check.
shit?
Yes.
Why not?
Here,
Throw a lighter
in the oven.
outside of the
We'll probably
city, you guys are
explode.
just gonna sit down and start like fucking easy bake
Be look.
ovening.
She's
When
gonna
I
like look at
make-
us from a distance to be like, "What are
Look,
they doing?
Zex
Like,
is
what
This
is
is
happening?"
like-
Speaking, right?
Zex is
Just
afraid,
really
and Rem is
hypothetical.
having a manic episode, okay?
How many vials can I fill with oil with my bullseye lanterns if I poured the oil out into vials?
Probably 3.
Probably a lot.
You've got isn't it like a liter of oil in that thing?
Let me check. God damn it, you guys.
It's like the field medic goes around and gives us healing, but it's an enemy field medic, and the medicine's made of toilet water and wyvern poison. You just mixing shit
man.
together and hoping it hurts.
Do I think I actually have wyvern poison in here somewhere.
I have ice spider venom.
It
I have-
It has 1 pint of oil in it.
2 wyvern poison and 1 purple worm poison.
How many pints? How many glass vials in a pint?
A vial per the
4
rules
ounces.
holds 4 ounces. Now, who studied
So
math in school?
hold on, hold on.
Not
I-
even a little bit.
8 ounces is a cup,
Yep.
and then there are 4 cups in a pint.
Ounce. Oh my god, 1 pint is 16 fluid ounces.
We only need 1 bullseye lantern, boys.
So a bunch of mini explosives with a bit of Shadowfell sludge mixed in, and then 1 big one.
I'll throw some alchemy bullshit in there too. Some holy water just to fuck it up. I don't
Okay.
care.
I gotta make
Pulling
a
off the
sleight of
patch.
hand to get this shit out of the bag, though. Is what we ruled last time.
Yep.
JC,
Oh, fuck.
I would like to pour these into the vials. Do I need to make any sort of roll for that, just to be fair?
Yeah. Yes, you will.
I'll have to double check and see what the fuck
Absolutely.
these go
I'm
up.
You guys
using
are
my
making
tiny
something that you're
D20.
purposefully trying to make be an explosive. Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine
It just
Imagine if,
fucking
like, they're like,
explodes.
what the fuck are they doing out there? And we hit them with the Walter White, this is not meth.
You just hear
I-
a small mushroom cloud.
I don't.
Can
So
I stand like 30 feet away from them?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
so I have a plus 20 to sleight of hand. Do I still need to roll?
Yes, because that one can happen.
I mean,
It
even,
wasn't a
even
one,
with a nat
36.
1. Oh my.
30.
Do you need me to make a Constitution saving throw, or an Intelligence, or a
So-
I'd
or
say
a
like a low
Concentration?
sleight of hand.
This is
If you
going-
want, I can just do all the sleight of hand stuff for this.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Bet.
So, Nime, you will need to make a tinkering check with your intelligence. So it's your intelligence plus your proficiency.
Okay.
All right.
Because
So
Listen.
I'm gonna be guided. Nime
Yeah.
is gonna get a D4. We're both gonna get inspired, and we're gonna see what the fuck we can pump out here.
It's up to Zex whether he wants to inspire you or not. I know guidance
Yeah,
is free.
absolutely. Give them both
got a
inspiration.
Oh
20.
my god.
I got a 28
Oh my
on my
God.
first roll. Do you want me to
It's
roll again?
spiders. What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
I can
Am I-
roll again for proficiency if I get something higher, but my
You
first
get-
roll was a 28.
Yeah. No, it's not advantage. It's it was a
No,
shit ton of
it's
additives.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You can
Mhm.
also
I-
just
I-
save the inspiration if you feel like that rolls high
For
enough.
10 minutes.
I'll
It doesn't
I'll
last very
I'll save
long.
it just in case.
I'll party too,
Okay.
because you know we love to party. I'm assuming I'm rolling an alchemy with my proficiency
You are.
and intelligence, and I'm guided, and I don't know if Suna gave me an additional D4, but it'll be funny if she did.
I'll give you D4. Fuck it.
Okay, let's add a D4.
And the D10.
Let's add another D4. I might save that D10. You know what? Fuck it. It'll be funny. I'll use the D10 now. All right. And with a crisp 35,
Oh my god.
what do we make with these 7 vials using
And the
a
sludge.
mixture of sludge, alchemy supplies,
Mhm.
tinkering tools,
Okay.
and lighter fluid?
So,
So-
Nime, you're willing to use the oil from the bullseye lanterns, right?
Yeah, so are we only going to put 2 ounces per vial to not fill them, is my understanding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That might be viable if we're using all these other components too.
Because that would leave me with 14 ounces per vial, which means that I have 2 extra ounces left over.
Okay.
One lantern has the 16 ounces in it. You only got to use one.
I know.
I mean, if this is what if this is what's happening,
This is what's
Zex,
happening, I guess.
Are you, how much Shadowfell material do you even have?
So I have that magic bowl that we found underneath Tailvium, just full of this stuff that we intended to give to Lixen but forgot about, so it's just been chilling in the bag. I'm sure
do
it's gotten
believe-
more disgusting in the time that it's been in there.
Oh,
I do
you
believe we also have a
pull it
weird
out?
situation of making a charisma saving throw, or you immediately drink this.
Yeah. It. Oh yeah, but
What the fuck?
Yeah. That was. How the
Do I
roll-
need to do that
Yeah.
while I
Damn.
pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Can I be guided? Question mark. Or is it too late for that?
Guidance doesn't even work on saving throws. It only
Oh,
works
we're
on
okay.
checks.
We're okay. That's a 29.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, you resist the urge to drink. What you pull out is these, as soon as it's exposed to the oxygen of the material plane, it like pops. It's like this kind of like, it looks like a rock, but then you see it pop like it's like a coffee bubble. And as you like shift the bowl, it contorts to the edges almost like a clay. And it smells very, very badly of sulfur. It's taken on this new sulfurous smell.
Perfect.
So, 7 glass bottle, 5 firecrackers,
Mm-hmm.
lighter fluid, whatever the fuck this is, along with some alchemy supplies, whatever that may be,
Mm-hmm.
conjoined with, if Nime is going to do it, the some scrap. What is being made?
Yeah, I figured that Nime was probably going to be constructing these things, considering that she's proficient in tinkering.
That's where the checks are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
5 firecrackers. And Nime, you're looking at this. You're going to be able to, out of the 7, make 5 of them with the firecrackers being used to make vials that explode on impact. If you did it that way. The other 2
I think
could either be conjoined with other vials to make larger yield, or they can then be set alight with something else.
Or the
that's up to
optics
you
of
guys.
making 2 firecrackers real quick to go with this.
It would take extra time.
Or-
I don't know if you have the material to make firecracker.
I have, on my person,
Mm-hmm.
2,694 gold pieces worth of alchemist supplies.
Uh-huh.
Make of that what you will.
Uh-huh.
I
Does
also
anyone
have,
the flail.
from the 2 coin pouches that I got from the prison that belonged to Tara's friend that was a gun wielder, I believe I have, like, iron balls and gunpowder on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's an option, too.
Nime, you're gonna say something?
Yeah. Does anyone have the flail?
Yeah, you would be the one to have it. We don't.
I believe
I
you
gave
had
it
that
away.
last.
Nope, I gave it away.
Then it has to be with Gil or me, and I don't think it's in my inventory.
It might be in the house in Gray.
It might
Because
just be
I-
at
Yeah,
the
we might
house.
have left it behind.
Because I
Yeah.
unattuned from it and gave it to someone.
I wouldn't want
Uh,
to.
Was it Suna? 'Cause did
gave
you
it to Suna, and I believe Suna had it in the house.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't have
okay.
it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably just left that shit there.
Damn, that fucking sucks. Alright, I guess I'll just make 2 of them bigger explosions just in case we come across like a nest or something. Nime is going to be saying this out loud, waiting for any reaction.
I mean, I did want to get this all done very quickly. It's taken more time in real life to plan it out than I actually wanted to take in game. I wanted this to be like quick, dirty, 15 minutes. Don't shake this too much.
I was thinking probably more like half an hour. I think is.
That's
what it's gonna
fine,
take
too.
you.
I'm willing to party with that.
People who are not directly taking part in this, so Suna and Gil, can make perception checks.
Yo,
Hey, yo. So bad at those.
let's go.
Better than base. What do we got going on here?
Just perception.
17.
Okay.
21.
Oh, you both get to see this.
Yes,
fuck. I
Uh,
love seeing
we're
that.
being nuked.
you're just kind of like listening to Nime on the side. You just have one ear open, but you're looking towards the city, trying to gain insight on it, and both of you can see this kind of shadow underneath the web. You'd guess it's probably like maybe a 10-foot long shadow of just this long leg kind of reach across and pull across the veil right as Nime finishes the sentence, if we come across the nest.
So, if I remember correctly, and I'm very likely wrong because I usually am, did you say there was like some sort of ball something or other in the city? Is there anything that looks especially strange?
besides the giant spiderweb dome that's been like encapsulating it?
Epcot ball.
Yeah, like is that really is that the only thing that's like, oh, that's probably not like from the city being coated in spider webs?
Oh.
Because I mean, that in and of itself is like, that's pretty weird. That doesn't happen every day.
Yeah, no, the Epcot ball is not natural.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd have to clarify that.
But outside of that,
Um,
is there anything else that's an oddity that we should probably keep our eyes on?
not in the way that you're trying to think of it. The big thing though is like the web is so consuming that the majority of the town you guys can't observe.
Right.
It's
Is the
Mhm.
is that shadow above us?
Yes, the shadow is climbing on the dome.
Oh, climbing! Don't say that.
Can
We
I
can't.
make a check of sorts to, at this distance, try and figure out what I already assume this dome is? Because
Nature?
I myself have a personal assumption.
Nature?
Okay.
You're gonna get a 4 and be so sad.
I know slightly more than average. 13.
13. This is you
'Cause I mean-
remembering kind of like the theme of the person you
Right.
assume is here. Is Spider web.
Yeah.
Spider.
Can I make the inference this is like a really, really big, like egg? Maybe?
I think you've rolled high enough that it's probably not an egg.
Because you said like Epcot ball, and I thought, please don't let this be like something
Giant
else.
fucking
Like,
spider egg.
yeah,
Can
this
I-
is like making our problems exponentially worse. Okay, that's good to know.
Can-
That is
It's
very
not
good
an
to know.
egg.
Good.
Can I roll
If only
nature?
You saw the cock of my head when you said that.
I mean,
Literally
listen, I
made,
have
like,
to
the
make
golden
sure.
retriever's side. It's just like,
Can I roll nature, JC?
absolutely.
For so I got an 11. Is this like when spiders and they like wrap another bug up,
Mm-hmm.
like it lands in the web, then they wrap it up, and like weird shit happens to the bug inside the web?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the Epcot ball is? What I infer
You
from my 11 nature.
from your 11 nature, you don't believe that Zavidnia has wrapped up the town in a spider ball. No, it just looks like heavily condensed spider webs that have made this like canopy cover over the city. You guys will be fighting in the shade, unless if you want to climb the giant spider web.
I want to climb the giant
Burn it.
spider web.
I mean, we might not have to climb anything depending on the optics of what the fuck we just cooked up over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's accurate.
but there is something you three should be aware of. There is something climbing on that ball.
Like,
We should just burn the ball then.
There might be people in it.
we don't
I
want to
don't
just
believe that there's
Those
people in
people
there.
are probably dead at this point.
We don't.
I don't
know
believe
that.
there's people in there. This doesn't seem like what's going on.
You are willing to take the risk?
I don't want to kill people that I don't have
want
to.
to kill people.
That's what I was asking. So, I mean, if we want to go in and check and see what we can find, Zex, invisibility, go scope the scene.
Okie dokie, I'll go do that. Can I have some bombs, please?
You can have one bomb.
Can it be one of the ones that is imbued with Shadowfell stuff?
They're all imbued with Shadowfell
Ah.
stuff, but you've got a 2-for-1 special with 2 of them.
Are you
Cool.
proficient in what? Are you
Mom?
proficient in weaponry?
What kind of weaponry?
Swords.
Throwing weapons.
No.
He uses 2 swords.
I have
I
my
use swords though.
I have my
Technically-
normal swords.
Technically,
and-
scimitars are weapons.
I was gonna say, I think I'm okay on swords.
I think it's
Okay. I was gonna give you one of my normal longswords, but if you don't need it, then that's
no,
fine.
I should be okay. Okay.
You'll be perfectly fine. Let's go
So
for
I
scene.
get 1 bomb, and I have pocket sand from the Shadowfell in my bag of holding that I'm going to pull out of the bag of holding and put in my pocket.
Okay.
You can
Pocket
write the
sand.
bomb in your inventory is 1K20. It'll be one of our double bombs.
I
don't
that
wanna
this was
hold
the
on to
most
these.
likely portion of you guys to go kill it with fire, but I did not think that you guys would immediately fucking snap to it.
I also I'm not gonna hold. I can't throw this, so I guess we give Suna the other 2 for 1 and let Nime keep the 3. Gil's
Cool.
not gonna throw this. He's more likely to drink it than throw it.
Damn.
Nime is the one with the actions to light and toss these. Because if it works the same as the Molotovs, it's a bonus action to light and then the action to throw.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Me too.
Do I? This is gonna be a stretch and a half.
We love it.
Am I able to use sharpshooter when aiming these?
It's oh fuck.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
I actually.
not?
Yes.
and then you're giving me one.
It throwing it would be a ranged weapon attack, right?
Yes, it would. 20
atta-
foot normal, 60-foot disadvantage.
Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack rolls. Your ranged weapon attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. And before you make an attack with your ranged weapon, you could take the -5 for a +10. But I don't think that's going to be super. Fuck it, we ball.
It's up to you.
Oh, I can hit a ranged weapon attack.
Look, I make the bombs. I don't use the bombs.
I'm making the bum.
Just
Do
to,
I
just
get
to
a ball
clarify,
back?
with sharpshooter, I also get to like be more accurate with my throws, or is that not right?
You
Uh,
don't get disadvantage at the long range. So everyone else will be throwing disadvantage if they throw further than 20 feet up to the 60-foot max. You would just throw normal at anything
Cool.
up to 60 feet.
Nime's getting drafted for the NFL this year.
Woo!
And this bomb needs to be lit.
No, it does not.
Mine.
Of how
It's
Nime did
upon
it, you just have
impact.
to throw them.
Yeah, I forgot these all have firecrackers.
Okay,
You don't have to light
okay,
anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
I have
going to
bullshit thought of.
mark
I
that the firecrackers are gone.
Okay.
The
And
glass
then,
bottles are gone.
for my bookkeeping purposes, do I get the bowl back?
The sludge is gone, but the bowl you can put back in your bag.
Awesome. So that's back in the back. Okay. Into the city we go, I guess. I have a bomb, and I'll cast invisibility once I'm, like, up to the gates, I guess. Assuming they're open.
All right. So, you all head up to the city, all of you?
Trailing behind and like stealthing, I think we would. But
All right.
once again, Zex is taking the point.
You guys have... Honestly, I feel like this is a good thing that you guys have to reroll stealth, because it's been a half an hour. But
Mhm.
anyone who wants to reroll stealth, please reroll.
I'll roll stealth. 12
Oh,
for Suna.
12.
29 for Zex, pre-invisibility.
18 for Nime.
Nice.
I have a crisp 23 today.
23. All right.
I'm gonna roll a d12 for Alpha. And we'll just take it as fact.
What are you rolling for me?
Stealth?
Or your stealth?
That's a funny little term.
I don't know what that word is.
Are you trying to say that you're not a stealthy
I'm not stealthing.
person? You're not stealthing?
Gil,
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
believe Gil has ever like actually succeeded at stealthing. I don't think you've ever done it.
Once or twice, I think I've rolled. The rolls were really bad because I have a really bad modifier and disadvantage.
All right.
Yeah.
So it just like never
I would
actually
like you
goes
all
well.
to make perception checks as you're walking up.
Lower than my passive.
Sick.
Oh. I got a
Lower than my
20.
passive.
I got a 24,
Sick.
I got
which is
a
higher than my passive.
23.
I got a 24.
Uh, 21.
All right.
I've got a 19 if it's relevant.
You all have done so well. I'm just going to describe it
Thanks.
as it should be. You all stroll up, and you can see that the webs go down and kind of make this barrier across from the city. It's like looking through a bit of a fog itself. You can see silvered plates over the walls of this elven city, and you could guess the entire city is surrounded by a wall, much like a smaller intimidation of Greywall. However, these walls have been plated in silver, and more silver strikes and catches each of your eyes as you can see, wrapped up, still in a standing position, his head kind of tilted slightly, there is an elven guard in silver plate mail armor, a spear still clutched in his right hand. His head is set slightly ajar, and you can see him wrapped and bundled mostly in spiderweb. And you look further, and there's another bundle. And you look further, and there's another. Your eyes begin kind of adjusting and looking for shapes rather than colors. You are right. Whoever put that theory out, there are bodies woven within the web. Some of them off the ground, some like this once security guard, webbed straight standing to their spot. Those of you who got, I would say, let's just say over 20, so I think pretty much all of you, it does not look like the guard is breathing.
Can I have a perception to see if I can hear him breathing or any sort of sound coming from him?
Yeah, you can make your hearing perception.
Cool. That is a... Oh my gosh, so many numbers. 23.
23. Your ears perk up as you listen for anything. And the deafening silence that everyone is slowly growing accustomed to. Nime, you can hear this kind of faint scratching sound.
Scratching. Do I know where it's coming from?
It's coming from within the web.
Within the web?
Mm-hmm. Around where
how-
that sentry has been welded.
What
you
kind
don't
of,
see
like,
anything happening by the sentry.
does it sound like multiple scratchings, or does it sound like one at a time?
It sounds like one. And it's being
Just one.
repeated. It sounds like a sh, 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 sh,
So it's not like a...
No.
It's just like a... Okay. Can I investigate that further?
Sure.
Stealthily. I want to be kind of quiet about it.
Okay. The rest of you are standing a little bit back as Nime begins approaching the sentry on the web. Nime, the scratching is still very faint but becomes louder. With your higher perception, it is coming from, like, it seems like right behind the guard.
Oh my god. Okay. Can I see past the web wall?
It's very, very hard, and I'm not going to make you go any closer than you want to. I want you to dictate what you're doing, what you're seeing. I don't want to make you do anything that you don't.
Can
think you want to.
Can I? Is there a stick nearby?
Yeah. You're
Can
in a
I
wooded area.
Can I poke the web, not necessarily near the scratching, but to determine how sticky it is?
Sure. You grab this nice little kind of walking stick and poke the web, and it has a little bit of adhesive nature as it grabs onto the stick. You can make an athletics check.
Athletic. Can never find it when I need it. Okay. That is an 18.
You're easily able to, though, just like with a small bit of pressure, pull it off.
Okay, but it's not like trying to swallow the stick.
No.
Okay. Can I get closer to the scratching sound and see if I can... I would imagine that the web is like a little translucent. Like, obviously I can't see it just from like standing, but can I like get as close as possible to try and see through the web?
Sure. You kind of go and peer in, and I would like you to make an investigation roll.
Oh, thank God. 19.
19. Give me 1 second.
Okay. That's never a good thing. I don't like it when you say 1 second.
Well,
He's rolling
I
15 d20s.
I am rolling, but I have to see how high it rolls.
He's using an Excel
He's rolling.
spreadsheet of debauchery.
96 determine how many spiders come out and jump on you.
Oh my God.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I have to roll one more thing.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This
Okay.
was a mistake.
It's not, because you did. The roll was quite literally, if you had rolled one lower, it would have failed. But Nime,
Okay.
you lean in a bit closer to look through, and you can hear the scratching. And at this point, like, it's just there. It's not faint. Everyone else is kind of hanging back, and you're very, very close to this sentry's body, but you're trying to look past it to see what's in there. But you're naturally drawn to the corpse, and you do realize completely he is dead.
Okay.
But what you do notice, what saves you at the last second, is there is a small, like, haired leg sticking out of his throat. And this horror overcomes you in that moment as you leap backward as the man's throat bursts open. This screech of a spider that jumps out, and you dart away as 1, 2, 3, 8 total spiders are thrown out of this man's throat and chest, and you will all roll initiative.
Oh my God.
I was gonna type this out, but I'm just gonna say it. My brother in Christ, what the fuck have you made and why? Second, give me my battle map, Magic Man.
I put all of my time into a different battle map, so this one is, is not.
Give me that white backdrop drawn lines battle map.
Wait, how big are these spiders? They can't be that big, right?
Dog size.
They're the size of, like, Pomeranians.
Rats?
Oh.
Dog size.
Oh.
That fucking
Damn, I didn't know y'all had such a problem with spiders. Holy.
I know, what the fuck?
Like
Okay, hold
I mean,
on,
yeah,
hold
like
the
it's
fuck-
gross, but I didn't
back
know
up.
it was like this bad.
Back the fuck up. You mean to tell me that if a Pomeranian-sized spider jumped out of a man's dead body, you wouldn't be grossed out?
Oh, it
It
was not
wouldn't be
one.
anywhere near
It,
the dead man.
it was not one. It was 8. There were
was
8
8
of
of
them
them.
inside of him.
So
They've been hollowing him out.
One was inside of his throat. One was inside of his there was I think two were inside of his chest, and then other ones like slightly smaller are coming out of his limbs. Like he was full of spiders. The actual scarecrow spiders.
Ew, oh god. That reminds me, this morning, just a quick, I must have had a premonition this morning that we were gonna face spiders today, because I got in the shower at 5:30 a.m. and a spider swam between my legs to try and get away from the
nice.
water. Oh, it was so gross. It was so big. It was so big. And then my cat
Pomeranians-
ate it. It was fine.
Pomeranians are about
not
7 to 12
small.
inches tall. Yeah. But these things are between 4 and 7 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
These are baby sized, like,
They're big. They're big.
You just hear James sob.
this thing goes up to my knees.
It's so
This thing goes
bad.
up to my knees. I am 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's a foot tall.
Yeah,
Look,
Oh,
I'm having a
man.
manic episode. It'll be fine.
everything's fine. We got
I,
this.
I always love when Rem has manic episodes because fun shit happens.
All right, anyone above 20?
21.
I'm rolling like Suna right now.
Me too.
That's fucked up what you just said.
I might be after Suna with this
Alright.
kind of a roll. Let me say it.
Above,
That's fucked
above,
I got kind of a good roll.
above
maybe.
15.
See?
Oh,
Nope.
Oh my god, you guys.
I know.
Yeah, I
I guess
wasn't
the
lying.
spiders really fucked with you.
What?
They cursed my
above,
D20.
above 10.
11.
14.
See, I told you I was rolling like Suna today. I told you.
Where's Zax in
I
this?
don't know. Where's
Under
Silex?
10?
Oh, I forgot to roll this for Silex. Hold on. That's quick and
Alright.
easy. Oh, yeah, Silex got worse than I did, so.
Okay.
Damn.
That doesn't break it then. Above 5.
9.
I also got
Oh.
a 9.
Damn, you guys
I'll-
are
My
rolling-
dex is better.
I'll let Zex go first. I really am. I'm channeling my inner Suna right now, and it's never felt better.
And
the way
Silex
it
got a
goes.
2.
Okay, Suna, what'd you get?
I got a 14.
Oh shit, where's Rem? Okay, Rem's at top, Suna. Nime, you're the one missing. I'm not expecting Nime.
I said 11.
Okay, I didn't hear that. There we go. Now I know where everyone is. I was like, one of you are missing. I missed someone, or one of you rolled a 1.
Oh god, that would
That'd
be
be kinda funny.
embarrassing. Even if I
Yeah.
did roll a 1, I would
I did
still
that
be a
earlier,
7.
so I don't want to do that again.
Alrighty. This sound
Oh,
of
boy.
it
I think I
breaking
got my
open.
card then.
As all these spiders are pulling themselves out, Rem, you are the first one to react as Nime jumps back in surprise and horror. What do you do?
I'm gonna pray that the map loads. I guess I don't have a map.
I
Um,
warned you.
with Theater of the Mind.
Theater of the mind right now.
How far away am I?
Right now, I would say Nime's only probably kept about like 30 feet between you guys. You guys didn't explicitly say it, but I'll give you 30 feet away.
Can I catch them all in a 5-foot radius around me?
No, they are far too big for a 5-foot radius.
How many could I catch in a 5-foot radius around me?
Around you?
Any creature within 5 feet of me. It's not even really a radius.
Yeah, none of them have come up to you yet, so...
If I go in there, like, how
If
many will
you
I catch? Are they
run-
grouped up? Is what I'm asking.
Right now they are quite grouped up. You'd have to run into the center of them, but you'd be able to hit... you'd be able to hit pretty much all of them if you're willing to run into the center.
Okay,
You're covered in spiders.
I'll do that.
Okay. Rem runs in. What are you casting?
I'm casting Word of Radiance. I need all of them to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome. Rem kind of flies in on the broom, casts, and let's see how many. Let's play the game. How many d20s do I have on this table? Currently 5, 6, 7. Oh, don't be 1 off. I'll use the really big. Nope, there's 8. Giant enemy spider.
It's the law of numbers that at least 2 of these guys succeed.
Constitution?
Yes.
I don't think they will. They're still spiders. Yeah, no, the highest is a 14.
They all fail. And with level 17, my cantrips are bolstered. And I'm rolling 4d6s plus 5. $22?
22 points of damage.
22 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Rem, you run in there and there's this small boom as this radiant blast kind of goes in and is muffled slightly by the web. As you can see, all the spiders for a second are just blown aside and they scamper back up. None of them are dead, but all of them look awful.
They've left, like they've gotten away from me?
No, I don't believe it blows it back at all.
It does not, no.
So they are not dead, but they do not look good. I was just saying the small implosion of energy.
I am not going to take 8 opportunity attacks to get out of this, and I end my turn in the horde.
Okay.
Actually, I have a bad feeling they're going to attempt to burrow in me and do like a strength saving throw.
It's up to you.
What are they? I'm gonna hope that someone comes and helps my ass. I'm gonna wait here.
All right. It is now 2 of the spiders' turns.
Hi, Rem.
High roll. Rem, you're right there. So they are going to attempt to bite you.
Okay.
One of them's what is that? Plus like 14.
Okay.
And a 16.
Okay. Nothing happens.
As both of them bite you and they can't get through your armor, both of you can see these like large spiders like clamping on Rem's legs for a second and shaking him. And then as they don't bite through and penetrate, this might just make it worse for you guys. You can see why they got through the perception rolls as the 2 spiders suddenly blink out of sight.
No!
Rem, you no longer feel their weight on your body.
This is like Zex's worst fear. Like, spiders, they're big and they're invisible.
Hold on. I need you to back up and just tell me what the fuck just happened.
They've either
2
become
large
invisible or they've teleported. They've
Pomeranian-sized
teleported.
spiders climbed onto Rex's legs, attempted to bite him, and then when
Who
that
the fuck
didn't
is
work,
Rex?
Generator Rex, attempted to bite him.
That was a good show. I missed it.
It was a really good show. Attempted to bite him,
Yeah.
and when that didn't work, they disappeared from sight.
What the fuck did you just say to me? You
Are-
mean to
are-
tell
did
me
they-
I can't see these bitches no more?
You can't
With the
see 2
passive-
of them.
For the passive of 20, are they invisible or did they teleport away?
You yourself know because they climbed on you. You do not feel their weight anymore.
They've teleported. I didn't feel them let go. They just disappeared.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they
Suna.
teleport.
Just in thin air, like normal spiders in real life when
How
they,
many-
you know,
How
gotta
many
kill 'em.
spiders are left in vision?
6.
There are 6.
I'm gonna hit 3 of them with their own individual Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's relevant, but at 17, depending on what it creates your caster level, I don't think it will. You would go up a d6. I think at 11th you do go up to like 3d6. I'm not sure on the optics here.
I
don't know
get
how the
4
multipliers work.
You
beams
do get
actually.
4 now because you went up to 17. Cantrips
Fuck,
is
let me
clear at
grab
11.
let me grab an extra couple dice. 4 of these bitches get Eldritch Blast. All right, what do we got out here? And I believe with some of my other shit. Oh fuck, this is amazing. The first one's a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Second one is a 30 to hit.
Hits.
The third one is also a 30.
Hits.
And the last one's a 21.
All 4 hit.
Ooh. So the first one takes 1 damage. Second one takes 10 damage. The third one takes 7, and the last one takes 2.
Okay. All right, as one of the spiders, as these, you throw them all out, and you see them just hit and impact some of the spiders, and one of them you hit directly behind the these kind of like ice blue eyes, and you just watch as the entire thing just explodes into like this shadowy, translucent gel as one of the spiders explodes.
Gross.
Gross. Alrighty. Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me for now.
Alright.
I'm gonna save my point.
We're gonna have another spider go. It is going... I think we can have this one be the one that came out of the throat directly at Nime. So Nime, there's gonna be an attack on you.
Excuse me?
Nom nom.
No.
Nom nom.
No.
23.
Yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
No.
Okay, it's only poison. I promise it's not attempting to burrow into you.
You swear?
Do you promise?
You promise?
I'm giving you a 60-40 on this. The
That
good old,
is it.
good old 60-40.
That's a
You know what?
25.
25?
will-
Okay. Okay, so you will take 11 points of piercing damage.
Wait, these
And-
things hit like a shot. What the fuck?
6 points of poison damage. As it
Okay.
jumps out and clamps onto like your left arm's bicep, and you just hear it just bite in, and you can feel that poison go through, and then as soon as you feel the pressure, all of a sudden it's gone, as that spider seems to blink out as well.
What?
No.
I think
What does that mean?
I think these are like summons, not actual things made in nature. Unless we're dealing with like displacer spiders.
Spiders.
No, that's a whole ass wolf spider. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Speaking of that, Nime, it's your turn. There are currently 3 spiders left that you can see.
I'm hitting them all with the blade of Laura, 1 each currently.
Okay.
That is 30.
Fuck. Yeah, that hits.
21.
Hits.
And then I got a natural 20 for the third one.
That one dies. So you just
Yeah!
slice its head clean off.
Okay.
Which is a
time for the
sizable amount for
complicated
this
part.
spider, 'cause
Okay,
it's
okay,
massive.
okay. So a D6
Mhm.
and a D10. 12.
D8.
10?
D8 and 2D6.
8. There we go. I always fuck with
You
this
should
one up.
write
Come
this
on.
on like a sticky note.
I have it.
She does.
I just forget.
She has it in like
Okay,
2 separate documents.
And then plus 7.
Your
19.
plus is higher because you put that belt on.
Oh yeah.
I
What is the
believe you have
plus then?
plus 9 now.
Oh. Okay.
19.
So Yeah.
Okay. Roll your damage on the other one.
That is a... 20... No. Yeah.
20.
No. Hold on. I don't think I'm mathing right. I got a 7, a 5, and a 4.
16.
Would it be 16 if it's plus 9?
Well,
No,
then
you
with
had
the
the
plus
plus
9,
nine.
16 plus
So
the
20,
9, so
25. Yeah, so
Right.
I did do the math right.
So
Okay.
we see Nime real quick just flash out the sword, splat. One just crunches, splat. Another one crunches, and the last one she spins the sword down, and the head just flies off. All 3 spiders dead.
Nice.
Nime, is that your turn?
That is my turn. However, am I taking poison damage?
You did. You're not taking any more.
I'm not taking any more. It's not like consistent.
Nope.
Okay. I feel like this is gonna have a play in something later, and
If
I'm
you
just gonna
had
have to be
failed
mad.
it, you would have gotten, I believe, the poisoned condition, and that gives you disadvantage on things later. But since you
Alright.
passed, you only take like the initial like bite of it.
Oh, okay. That
I
makes me
think.
feel
I don't
better.
know. These things are weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing.
Alright. Now the initiative order goes to Zex. There are no spiders that you can see that are alive.
There are none.
Nope. Nime just
I
killed the last-
frantically search around for
Sure.
the 3 that just disappeared.
Make a perception check.
That is at least, let's say, 30.
30. You do not see any spiders around as you can all see Zex just with the 2 swords out, just looking, just swapping from position to position, looking for any spiders in vain. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'll hold my action for if one just happens to appear in front of me, I guess.
Okay. We'll move to Gil. No spiders.
Yeah, like what?
You can just see Zex just darting around.
And he finds nothing.
He finds nothing.
How far are we from the Epcot ball?
Like, you're right next to it. It's just, there's this wall of silk web that's blocking you guys from entering right now.
So you know how in like the Amazon people use like machetes to like cut through like the vegetation and stuff,
I might
like
be
get
familiar.
through? That is what I would like to do, but with an exponentially larger sword through a very large ball of silken web, please.
Absolutely. I'd say make an attack, but I don't think you can miss the web.
No, please let me.
Okay.
Oh, good. That's a 20. Let me make sure my numbers are right. Yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
You can hear like this actual wet sound of the sword slicing and sizzling through the webs, as you can see several of them come off and just stick to the sword and then bubble off of the heat as you carve this path through. You can see a couple more swipes and you'll be through. It's thick, but it's not that thick.
And is this a solid ball? Like, is this filled all the way through to the middle, or is it
It's not.
just kind of a shell?
It's a shell.
What does it look like? There was anything inside at one point, or is this just like?
You
Can I?
peer
What
through.
is this for?
Yeah, you peer through. There's a city in here. You can see like with spider webs. They're not cobwebs. Covering, sticking from small like trees and some identical houses, and this very nice textured kind of mixture of sandstone and cobblestone pathway. There's a city. Completely set and looking like a forgotten dollhouse. Things are perfect if there wasn't spider webs everywhere, if there wasn't grass growing on the street, if nature wasn't overtaking it. No people.
So, does this shell seem like a... Is it like a preservation effort? Like, are they trying to keep this... Are they trying to keep this city... Are they trying to keep the outside from getting in? Or the inside from getting out?
That's for you to decide right now. The big
Damn.
thing is that there doesn't seem to be any large signs of damage. It's not like Kauta, who, like, smashed down buildings. It's not like Gordos that threw meteors down at you all. It's just empty.
Like, absolutely zero signs of life. Not even a drop of anything.
Nothing. And you have a feeling that if you looked through the webs, you might find life there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that's your turn.
I'm fine with that.
Silex. Is the golem doing anything?
Alex is going to make his way over to me and hold his action to mash the spiders to bits if they appear over here.
He just holds up his arms, ready to go. Rem, is there anything you want to be doing?
I'll move forward with like Gale, but I am gonna. Can I hold another word of radiance in case something like
Sure.
tries to jump on me again?
You can see Zex kind of acting the way he is, and although you feel a little bit more at ease than Zex does, you're no fool, and so you hold this kind of word close to your lips. Is that your turn?
If I can do something else, I'd like to, but I think holding it, I wouldn't be able to make a perception, would I?
No.
For this turn, I will hold this. I will
Okay.
do something different next time.
Rem, you're 1. Zex, you're 2. Gil is 3. Suna's 4. And Nime is 5. Silex is 6.
No.
Is this on a dice?
Yes.
No.
Wait, hold on. Give
He's-
me
he's
a
just-
number one more time. Sorry.
He's ranking how much he likes us.
Damn. Wait, what
Damn,
number did
I'm
Nime
really
say?
Silex
low
is
on that
last.
list.
Nime's
too.
5.
Oh, hell yeah.
He likes Silex the least.
Okay, we got a 3 and a 5.
Neither of those are on me or Silex.
So that is Gilgamesh and Nime.
Oh,
Nime.
Oh, fuck.
of course.
No.
Of course.
Nime, you were looking in and kind of peering at what they were doing, and all of a sudden you feel this weight on your shoulder, and you look, and the spider's just on you, and it rears back and bites.
I'm gonna cry.
If this thing has fucking sneak attack damage, I'm gonna be
It
pissed.
does not. It is still
They're
another
rogue
23,
spiders.
unfortunately.
Rogue spoilers. Another
20
23. Okay.
So another Constitution saving throw.
Good thing I'm proficient in these things, you know.
Ooh, that's.
I really
less
put my
piercing,
whole
but more poison. So.
Okay, hold on. What is my... Hold on, what am I doing?
You're rolling a Constitution saving throw.
Thank you. I just forgot which
It's
saving
okay.
throw I was doing.
Well,
Okay.
that happens. Gilgamesh.
26!
Okay, 26. You
Isn't
can
it-
make it.
isn't-
Gilgamesh, 14 on you.
Disadvantage.
Mhm.
Since I
Oh,
went
Or
with
not
misses.
14,
Gale,
sorry, plus 4, so 17.
and I was meaning to move with him, this thing does
Still
enter
misses.
within 5
Still
feet of
misses?
me.
Okay. Gil, you feel this pressure on your back, and you just automatically swing. And this spider just is kind of pulled and reared back, and you hear these pincers snap shut on nothing. However, on Nime, it does successfully bite right underneath your neck on the right side. Nime,
Aw,
you take
man.
6 points of piercing damage.
You said 6? Okay.
And 10 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And
Okay.
after all of that, Rem, it is true. You were holding an action that has 5 feet. So, does that hit just what you want, or does it just anything?
It hits what I want.
Okay.
It's dictated.
So, what was a Constitution?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 3.
That is a failure. Oh, this is kind of stinky, huh? That's only going to be 16 damage.
That's still enough as you pop this out again and you watch the spider crack. Like someone who pops open a crab. It just, and everything kind of spills off of Gil's back into this kind of clump of mush on the floor. After the spider's attack, Suna, you're the next in initiative, as there is now a spider on Nime's shoulder that is bitten into her.
How close is Nime to me?
Nime is probably like 10 feet.
Oh,
You guys are very close.
can I just walk up and fucking shocking grasp this thing?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll just walk up and shocking grasp the spider.
All right, roll the hit.
That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Actually, it doesn't really matter. It's technically a 23, but really doesn't
23.
matter. That's 21 lightning damage.
Okay. As the spider, you grab onto it and you grab onto the back of it and squeeze, and the lightning courses through it. And Nime, you just feel like the pressure as it is grabbed onto your shoulder releases as you just hear this pop. As the back sprays open and the thing falls, charred and smoking off of Nime's shoulder. Is that your turn, Suna?
Can I make a small retcon?
Sure.
Can I have quickened that
Yeah.
shocking
absolutely.
grasp?
Yeah.
Can I now spend my action to see if there's something similar to that shadow that Gil and I saw earlier?
Do what to the shadow?
See if I can perceive something similar to the shadow we saw earlier on the ball.
Ah, okay. Yes.
Um, 18.
18. You look, you just immediately, you've grabbed onto the spider and basically popped it, and your eyes train upwards on the wall near where you saw the main form. That larger form, that shadow has disappeared and has not returned.
And there's nothing else within my immediate sight that looks similar.
No.
Bummer. I'm a dog.
All right. And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. We've got that one final spider. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Suna.
What's up? By me.
As you could feel this small, like, scratch on your back leg, and a spider has appeared and is a 19 to bite the back of your leg.
That do be hitting.
All right, Constitution saving throw.
I'm like kind of good at those.
Good.
That's what I get for having bouncy ball dice. That shit fucking leaves. Oh my god. 12?
12. You've still got it. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 11 points of poison. As this spider phases in, you feel yourself jolt on the back of your leg, and the spider's there now. Nime, it's your turn.
It's my turn?
Uh-huh.
What was
As you see Suna grab and shock that spider off your shoulder and then kind of recoil as a spider has bitten into the back of their leg.
Oh my god, is the spider still on Suna?
It is.
You wanna
Man,
help me with
I
that?
don't. I do, but I don't want to hit you with it on accident. I'm gonna
Just
go
don't
ahead.
hit me then.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna hit it with the blade.
Okay. I'll have the blade.
I'll have the blade. That is a
I've just got this Calypso.
30.
30? Oh, absolutely you hit.
Yay. Okay. 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 25 again.
25. And the spider, you shave off, like, you bisect it. Like, you're not cutting into it, because as you said, you didn't want to hit Suna's leg, so you just cut in. You can see it cut through the abdomen of the spider, and half of it falls one way, while the other half with the legs stays on Suna's leg for half a second, and then crumples off.
Is that all of them? Are they all dead?
You guys wait for a pause. No more spiders.
Thank God.
Are we essentially out of initiative then?
You're out of initiative.
How tall is the Epcot ball roughly?
The Epcot ball expands probably, I would say, 50 feet upwards. It's a fucking climb.
Can I see, if I step back a little bit, could I see something? How far back would I have to stand to see something that I could, to land on a standable surface on top of the ball or near the top?
Oh boy.
The closest standable section of the ball.
What range are you trying to get to, and I'll tell you if it's feasible.
I can hit up to, I believe, let me double check my shit. I believe I can hit up to 180.
Up to
Let me double
180.
check.
Damn.
This goes, I can hit up to 180.
Interesting. I would say stepping back, half of that is more than enough to kind of see the top.
Okay. I'm going to vortex warp up there. Do I have to use distance spell to get up there, or can I get there with the 90?
I would say if you want to do it with no issue whatsoever, you can do distance. But if you want to make a quick athletics or acrobatics check once you're at the top to just steady yourself, you don't need to do distance. It's your choice.
I'll spend distance.
Okay. It's better safe than in a spider web.
So let me mark my spell slot.
All right.
And we are off.
Roll for your wild.
8.
8. You're good.
You're
As
good.
all of you are just kind of wiping, Nime's kind of wiping spider off of her shoulder, and Gil's starting to look back at it as all of you kind of hear this for a second. And Zex, as you're one of the people standing a bit farther back from the web, you see Suna kind of blink and appear at the top of the web.
Do I see anything up here?
You are immediately, it's so thick on this outer shell, it looks more like a loosely formed yarn ball up here for you. And you can feel the slight adhesion on your boots as you kind of steady yourself and take a couple steps. It's slightly springy in nature, but it is strong enough to hold you. You can make a perception check.
4.
4.
No one
You
like
try
me
to
out here.
peer through down into the town or anything up above. You do not see anything. While you're doing that, is the rest of the group doing anything?
Can I do something weird, actually?
Oh, sure.
Can I kind of kneel down
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can sense, like, movement through the web?
Sure.
Is that perception?
I will.
Or
Yeah, I'll. Unless if you have something better for me, I will let you re-roll a perception.
who I don't think my good skills count. Can I use? Would you let me argue nature?
Sure. I would definitely let you argue nature. It's a very
Oh my
unique
God.
thing.
I know it gives me like
And you have
another
already,
like
yeah.
+1, but
Well, you've already rolled perception, and so I'm a little bit more viable to be persuaded one way or the other.
okay. Motherfucker. 5.
5. Wonderful.
My luck has run out.
What are the rest of you doing?
Um,
Work
Do
our
I
way
have-
in, I guess.
So just to like put this into context for me, we've reached like the ball. Gil is cutting his way into it, and we are going in.
Seems to be that way.
Yeah.
You guys have identified that there are, at the very least, bodies within the web.
I want to finish cutting through the ball if I am allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Go out the other side.
Okay.
I thought the ball was hollow, and it surrounded the entire city.
It is.
Yeah. So
So we cut through the lair, and we're in through it, and you want to go to the other side of the ball?
I want to go to the other side of the ball and cut out of it.
So you want to walk through the whole city?
You're gonna walk through the city?
Yeah.
Well, I want to wait for Soon to come down, but when like that happens, like I
Oh.
am gonna call out.
Well,
As I go through, I would like to hold an action if I like see spiders. I want to hold an attack
so
to like
this is
kill them.
This is a big thing, Gil. You're carving through.
Mhm.
Nime, Zex, and Rem are still down there. Rem is closer to you, possibly even slightly within the wall right now to be closer, enough to kill a spider at least. Nime and Zex, are you outside of the web with Silex right now?
No. Silex and Zex will start going in.
Okay.
Nime will follow suit. She'll stay closer to the back, I guess.
All right. Now it's time for some consequences.
We are
If
splitting
you
up too
close
much.
that fucking ball behind us,
Oh no.
But I can't.
It's
Can't
been
get to
burned away. It's not closing.
It's not. It does not appear to be regenerating. But
I mean,
Gilgamesh,
even if it
you
did, we just
cut
cut back
through
through.
this, and you
Mhm.
kind of look through. I think honestly, where's the first direction you look?
I mean,
Forward?
yeah, I was gonna say just straight ahead. Honestly, I might like a little bit of a swivel, but
Okay.
not very much. Little to none.
You look to the left. You look to the right. All clear. You look forward. That's where you're going.
Mhm.
Rem, you walk
I look-
through.
I look up.
Can't do shit. Why would I need to do that?
no.
Why would I need to look up?
As
That's stupid.
People
Yeah, you
seldom
don't got it.
do.
That's why I do it.
Rem, you're glancing up with Nime, Zex, and Silex beginning to file in behind you. And what you can see, it's too far away to really act on it as it is right as it happens. You see this long legs moving at this inhuman speed, this spiraling up. Gil, as Rem picks up and looks, you can see the shadow of what you've seen take form in this physical beast, this 10-foot of the body radius spider with legs that extend longer than that, skittering
Oh.
up the web as though it is the size of a dinner plate, moving up to this small dotted shadow. Suna,
Easy.
you feel the web give way underneath you.
Uh-oh.
Does a... And let me check. Because I did a roll to hit.
If it's above a 17, the answer is yes. Let's make this easy for you.
It's in the 20s.
Ooh,
Okay, yeah, that's a
not so
hit.
good.
All right.
Pause was too long.
Didn't like the pause. Gotcha.
Heading to 17 is not that hard.
You see this giant spider, the rest of you, go up and grab and rip at the top of the web, and through it you see Suna falls through.
Right?
You have a reaction if you have one.
Wait, you're telling me it grabbed and ripped Suna out
It
from the
grabbed
inside?
How
it grabbed
far-
the web and has
it's 50
grabbed
to the
Suna's
ground, right?
leg with the edge of it and has ripped her through the web and has thrown her to the ground.
It
So
is
this
50,
is like this.
So it's 50 to the ground.
It's 50 to the ground.
I'm gonna charming that
Okay.
and just teleport. I get 60. Can I make it to the group, or am I just dropping straight down?
You are not able to make it to the group. It is not a large city. Well, let me say this. It's not a city, but it is still a town. And so
I'll just drop straight down.
You just drop straight down. And you all see Suna fall and disappear in midair. This kind of massive spider you can hear this kind of chittering sound, and then it scurries off further down, like further away from you guys as it begins disappearing in the distance. Suna herself, the city is still several thousands of feet across. I don't know why I keep calling it a city, but it's still divided. And so Suna is full separated from you.
How far are they?
Again, several thousand feet.
A lot of feet.
That's a lot of feet.
We're about. We typically move 30. That's in 6 seconds. You can move 300. Am I doing the math? You can do 300 in like a minute.
300 in a minute.
Well, if
So
you're
you
me,
if you guys are straight sprinting, it would probably take you about 10 minutes.
damn.
So what do you like to do?
Well, where did you say Big Spider was going? Away
Away from you.
from
Away
where
from
we
you.
are?
So if you guys were coming in from the north
So-
side of the city, the spider was going south.
They're going south. Like, and does this seem like an attempt to flee, or like what is
It's-
this?
It
It's
grabbed.
going to tell the master of the house that someone's here.
It grabs.
Yeah.
Suna,
Can I
threw her,
aim
and then
an
disappeared.
explosive at it while it's
Interesting,
running away?
okay.
It
It's
is-
thousands
far.
of feet.
It's a
Yes,
little
I
far.
am.
Already?
Well,
It started
that middle
thousands
of it,
away.
yeah. So the roof, the dome only goes up to 50, but it expands this
I was gonna say
thousands.
super vast.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I guess we just start running. That's what I'm gonna do.
All
Go away.
right.
I guess I'll wait here.
Okay.
I
Unless you're
wouldn't
confident enough to-
recommend that, but
Yeah.
pop off.
Unless you're confident enough to take on whatever you might find.
Short. Assuming I just run into more of those teleporting spiders, I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
Is Rem on the broom?
Yes.
Okay.
Until something Typically, at all moments, I'm on the broom unless something dislodges me from the broom.
Okay. You sit, Suna. You can feel the stillness all of a sudden, your adrenaline crashing back down after being thrown almost to the ground. Okay. You're surrounded by spider webs. You can't help but peer a little bit and can see clumps where bodies are probably strung up. Everyone else is running through the city. You can see larger webs, not as large as the dome itself, but larger webs that span between houses across the street, covering everything. Large patches of ground that has pushed up through the cobblestone that you have to jump over and manage. Everything in the city seems to be being reclaimed, taken over, put into the possession of nature, and that doesn't matter at this moment. Running to catch up with the group, making it whole.
Can I try something?
Absolutely. You've got 10 minutes.
Do you think I could find, can I think I have like a dagger or something on me, a short sword or something. Could I take a short sword and like cut off like a 5x5 square of web,
Okay.
and then I guess I'll like kind of hold it on the edge of my sword, like kind of like pierce it so that it kind of hangs down. And do you think I could summon just like a little bit of fire in my hand
Sure. Absolutely.
to see if it
Oh.
burns?
Mm-hmm. The web does catch. It doesn't go up like flash paper, but it does burn very quickly.
So, like regular paper.
Like regular paper.
Wow.
Regular
How
paper.
intuitive this is.
It's very intuitive. You do see in the section of web where you're cutting it out, there is a body that has been wrapped up in it. This one looks like a high elven body. Their skin has been turned slightly purple. Their eyes have been clouded over, and they've been lightly wound in web. However, this is a woman who is not wearing plate mail. They're wearing this kind of deep earthen red tunic that goes into these kind of brownish pants. You can see this kind of necklace over that is kind of draped along the left side of her body, kind of hanging next to the head as she's been kind of set onto her side on the web.
Purple in a dead way?
Purple in a poisoned kind of way.
Mm.
You could check to
But
see if
is
she's
she
dead.
dead?
Make a medicine check.
You're gonna hurt me. I know it.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
15.
15. You kind of check her pupils. You feel for her pulse. It's slow, but she's alive. This one's not dead.
I hear her breath.
You kind of cup your hand around your ear to hear better, and it's shallow, but there is a breath.
Are there others around me?
You look, and you can see most of the webs have like 2 to 3 people in them.
Can I run around and check the others in my immediate area?
Sure, you begin checking people. I would say probably maybe 1 in every 3 has died. The majority is alive, though.
How many people would you say that is? alive.
In this kind of intersection, as you fell into this kind of almost H, as there's two roads that kind of run up the town, and you fell kind of on this thing that like connects the two. In this small area, which is maybe only about 20-ish feet, there's probably like a dozen bodies.
Can I? Can I cut these 12 people out?
Sure. Let me see something.
I love it when you do that.
I know you do. You begin cutting and hacking. You've probably gone maybe like you've gone a good amount of time. This section takes a while as everyone else is just gunning it, sprinting. I have my number. As you pull one of the last, you have this kind of pile of people. Are you just lying them down on the ground?
Yeah. Kind of off to like the side of the street, but yeah, just kind of laying them down next to each other, I guess.
Okay. As you pull one, you can see this kind of more clean-shaven elven man. All of these are high elves. Clean-shaven elven man that's pulled out. He's wearing these light blue, this light blue tunic that goes into, looks like he probably had maybe the beginnings of a suit or a vest that had gotten sheared off. And as you pull this one off, you can see, you can kind of hear something fall. It sounds fabric, like leather. And you look, and it's like a seal wallet, like how Rem had one for Greywall.
Oh. Okay.
And right now you kind of have, you're kind of like half supporting this guy as you're pulling him out of the web as this wallet kind of fell. Do you continue pulling the guy off?
I will finish pulling him off and put him down with the rest of the group and then go back for the wallet.
Okay.
Assuming nothing happens to me in between those actions.
No. You go over there and you can see the wall is slightly, like, it's fallen slightly ajar. And as you go and pick it up, it's heavy, and then you feel this slight, like a buzz. You turn it over, and there's a small spider on it, like a normal sized spider. And then you watch another spider crawl out from underneath, like through the slit in the leather. And then a third. And
Can I?
Yeah?
Can I? If I shock and grasp the wallet, will that hit the spiders on the wallet?
You can certainly try.
Fuck it. I'm gonna shock and grasp the wallet.
All right.
Do I have to roll a hit,
You
or
do not have to roll to hit. You shock this wall. You can hear the metal pop and the leather move as this seems to piss off some of the spiders that are on it as more begin coming out, and the wall becomes more spider than leather for half a second. You instinctually kind of drop it for a second, a couple of the spiders hanging on, and now an unnatural amount of spiders are beginning to come out of the leather, this kind of swarm, as all of a sudden it pops and the spiders are thrown like a miniature explosion, and then you hear buzzing, flapping of insectoid wings, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Rough out here? What am I doing? Oh my god! 12.
12. That is a failure.
Yeah.
This,
That I would take 20d6 poison damage.
no.
You know, I thought to myself to queue up, like, I'm like, I wonder if there's gonna be poison in it. I wonder if I should deal with that. No, I'm gonna pick up blindness, deafness instead, and just blind her ass. It'll be funny, right? Now we're going to die. We're gonna get fucking.
This buzzing.
We got fucking scarlet rot.
Goes out as the entire. Basically, this entire section of the square is covered. This is a 20-foot radius sphere that encapsulates you.
Radius sphere?
You take 20 points of piercing damage as you feel these whirling, buzzing insects biting, clawing, and scratching you. And you can see all of a sudden you look over and down at some of the people, and you can see that insects are beginning to fly onto them and beginning to take chunks out of them. Flesh is being stripped away from their faces, their arms, their legs. And as you look over at this, you can see this buzzing is making everything obscured. This area counts as a lightly obscured area. And as you raise your arm to your face, you can see a shadow of a figure on a rooftop. Suna, you get to roll initiative.
I don't know how many rounds for them to get to me.
That was the dice that I rolled. You have to survive 2.
Oh my god. That's a Suna initiative.
All right, what'd you get?
11.
That's not gonna be enough.
I know. I'm gonna be shot.
Suna, as you begin moving, even try to move, before you can see anything else, you can see the figure pull back on this bow. An arrow moves through. 2 of them, actually. So, a 20 to hit, and a 31 to hit.
They both hit. How far is the figure from me?
The figure is... Let me check. 100 feet.
Is there like an alley
Well,
that I can duck into within 60 of me?
you know what I think would be nice? I think a battle map would be good.
Can't see the map, JC.
I know. That's why I'm about to pull it up.
But
Oh shit, you can't see it.
I
Hel,
can't see it.
Can you take the stream footage from Helm when I pull it up?
Yeah,
Okay. Hell, would you be willing to do
I'll stream that to me.
that? Or any of you would be willing to do that for?
You're gonna get the shit hyper pop I'm listening to because I'm in a very
Let's say turn
bisexual
it off.
Gemini mood.
Just turn it off.
I'll just mute you.
I don't want to listen to that.
This is
Where am I?
You are
Where is
in
my
the
death?
middle of the map here.
And she's on that rooftop.
To the right.
To the right. Can you pull me to the right, Hal?
She's a little bit hard to see because she blends in on the rooftop.
I saw her on the rooftop. Can you pull the map to the right, Hill? And that's, you said that's 100 feet. Is that a tree in front of her?
No, that is just overgrowth.
Over here.
All right. Are you ready to hear the damage?
I'm going to charming 60 feet forward on that first shot.
On the first shot. Okay. Sounds good. I will remove that first shot. It does get you out of the insect plague.
Was that second shot miss because I moved?
The second shot does not miss. It only makes you lose one.
Okay.
Is
So she
this
just
where you want to
did
be?
better. I just said 60 feet forward. There's no cover to be had, so it doesn't really matter.
Like you could get up like I don't know, like one of these roofs.
Yeah,
But-
I'm doing something different.
Okay. Can someone hold this for me, please?
I'm making sure the swarm's there. And then I can just...
James, Alpha, anyone? Thank you. There you go.
I got you.
Thank you.
As the insects are just moving and taking out. The second
That
arrow.
damage!
The second arrow strikes in and slams you basically straight in the gut as you double over. You will take. Yes. Nice. Then 17. You will take 22 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. So,
My turn now?
yeah, that is your turn.
Okay. How far is she?
Now she is going to be 40.
40 feet.
She is up slightly, so let's increase that to 50.
Whatever.
Like when I get to hell, I'm beating Pythagoras' ass. Where is he?
Okay. I'm gonna... I'm doing some weird shit.
I'm full for it.
Okay, so I need to quicken spell
Okay.
vortex
Okay.
next to her.
All right. Roll for wild magic.
7. We're safe.
7. As you show up right next to her.
Well, okay. Make sure.
So, what's your max and what are you
Okay.
at, really quickly?
My max is 131, and I am at 68.
Okay.
Can I tides to grapple her?
To make a... Ooh. Okay. So, yeah, you can make a strength athletics check. She will
Ugh,
make
God.
acrobatics.
14.
14, okay. 16 from her.
Really cool, but I failed that. I'm gonna go through with the rest of my plan anyway because I need to be doing something out here.
I will describe. You vortex warp up next to her and attempt to just grab onto her with your free hand, and you watch as a section of her cheek pulls away in this web of like roaches, bugs, and just basically various insects as you aren't able to grab onto her. I take it you're action surging? Is that what you're doing, or are you ending your turn?
That description was very weird.
Thank you.
Real quick,
Mm-hmm. What you got?
should I move forward believing this is actually Zavidnia? I need one yes.
I do not know of a spell that would have her form be created of insects.
Okay.
Just do it. Just do it. No balls. No balls. Just do it. Just
I
do
wouldn't use your
it.
big
Do it.
spells just yet, but
Meteor
like I wouldn't be
Until I
mad
get
if you
there.
did.
To use the circle, but do
You're
whatever.
not here. You're not here.
You know, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I think you should get the fuck out of here and join up with us, and we'll deal with this later. You
Nope,
are at
do it.
half. Yeah, granted, she can't really shoot you that well. We hope from this close of a range, but you know, it's all fun and games until you get Sekiro giant centipeded, and she starts munching on your corpse like fucking BOGO wings on Thursday. That's your business.
Don't be scared.
I
You're
would not
cooler
be
and-
here right now.
You're cooler and stronger than a demigod.
So are you
Okay.
gonna listen to a normal human being, or are you gonna listen to Gil?
It's your choice.
I'm gonna do
Who's cooler?
not what I was originally gonna do, but I'm gonna see if JC will let me do this.
I'm all ears.
So the bomb just has to be thrown to go off.
Oh. Yeah.
If I were to throw the bomb straight like between me and her,
Mhm.
as it explodes and hits me, could I charming that explosion?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I would say because it is something that you are intentionally doing and can prepare for, I will let it circumnavigate that. That is so fucking dope.
I'm gonna take the bomb and throw it straight at the ground between us,
Uh-huh.
and as it goes off, fucking charming. Could I like grab? Because I think I have this written right. I don't have to be on a surface for charming, so can I just go like 60 or the closest within 60 and like drop and just like teleport myself so I can drop down an alley so that she can't shoot me?
Okay. I like it. Alrighty.
Pipe bomb!
That's
Right,
so-
Bob.
it's so good. It's so good. I love it.
I'm just excited to get to see what the fuck this thing does,
She has
because
to
we
make-
really cooked up a fucking monster.
Just to make a dex save, so give me.
Do I get to roll the damage?
I will absolutely let you roll the damage.
I
What do
think
I get?
even if she passes, this is not going to feel good.
No.
What do I get to
Because
roll?
This is two of them?
It's a K2O. They're compounded, yeah.
Oh god. Okay. Alright, let me look at the combination that I pulled up on the sheet and then so erroneously just put aside for safekeeping. Oh boy. So because it is such a small bottle, but there's so many different compounds. So,
Did action surge that, so I should mark that.
yes. So you're going you're gonna be rolling. For one vial, it is going to be 2d10 of piercing damage, 2d6 of fire damage, and 2d8 of necrotic damage. because
But I rolled that twice.
because it is 2 bottles, it is 4d10, 4d6, and 4d8.
Oh my god! What's the save on this? What's the dex save?
It's just a normal thrown item, so it's still a 15, so she'll probably make it, but if she's not, this is gonna fucking suck still.
Can Suna can't impose disadvantage on this. This is not magical in any
That-
way.
That is not a
Well,
magic
and I
attack.
believe
There's-
Rem is the one with silvery barbs, so...
It
or
is
not Rem,
Zex.
Zex. Zex.
I
Yeah.
am. Yeah.
So,
It'd be nice if
Okay.
clerics
And you
could
want those separately, probably.
let me... Yeah, it's probably good to just roll it separately. Let's
I
see
rolled
if
it all
she
at
has
once,
to use
but
one of her
because it's all
reactions for
different
this shit.
dice, fine.
Okay. She's... she got a 21. She's still gonna probably want to use a reaction with how much damage you're rolling.
Can we give it to you?
Yeah, let's
I
start
want
with the
this.
piercing.
I want this number so bad. I'm pulling up a calculator. I want this so bad.
So the D8s come out to a 21.
21.
I thought the
Okay.
piercing was D10.
It is. So that's 21 necrotic.
Okay.
That is 8 from the D6s.
So 8 fire.
And 19 from the D10s.
So 48 total damage.
Jesus.
As
That's not
you
bad for something cooked up in 30
throw
minutes.
this
Pipe bomb.
down, this pop. You yourself spirit yourself off to the side and kind of slide down with your reaction, and all you hear is this hissing sound, and then all of you hear this pop, this bang, as the entirety of this roof is coated in this dark necrotic, and you can hear this sizzling sound from the roof above. Is that your turn?
I believe I have nothing left I can do.
All right.
I
Now
am now the prey.
you are now the prey. Because the funny thing,
She's starting her turn inside of
has-
it.
She has 300 feet of movement.
She's starting her
no,
turn inside of
it's
it.
really something else, actually.
Oh god.
Is there an
Oh,
adverse
she can-
effect for starting inside of it?
Oh, that's the fun part. She
Ooh.
didn't start in it.
Huh.
I'm moving where she
Oh.
was at the top of her initiative. She reactioned herself. Suna,
She have her own charming esque fucking. Are you fucking?
you look at her
Oh, I'm
and the
dying.
side of her face is kind of peeling away with bugs falling off, and you're realizing that her body, it's not actually peeling, it's covered in a shell of translucent spiders.
Oh, this is like fucking Gara from Naruto.
I was thinking
yeah,
more
this,
of
like,
Imhotep from the
the
Mummy.
sand
but-
armor.
Yeah, but she has armor of
Oh.
spiders basically that is coating her face, and you can see some of them turning black and falling off right as she pulls out the bow. That's a natural 20.
There's cover. Half, 3/4 maybe, perhaps. Some
Not
cover.
here. Not against the 20. Suna? Oh, you've
you just
dealt damage
charming-
to her, I promise.
You can't charming escape, can you?
Because charming escaped
Yeah.
on their turn.
You can't.
Yeah, I don't have a reaction.
10.
Well, because her initiative is before me, so do I get my reaction back? Because initiative's on top again?
Because you, on her turn, used Charming Escape, then on your own turn, you gained it back, and then immediately used it to throw the bottle. Charming
So I
Escape
don't have
still
it now.
takes a reaction. Yes, you do not have it at this moment. 10,
Okay.
21, 25, 27 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that's for a
41.
nat.
No, it's not 41. She
I'm
rolled.
at 41.
Oh, you're at 41. I was like,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, yeah, okay. For a nat 20, that's fine. 41, you said, right?
I'm at 41.
It's time to go.
Well, they've still got another attack though. As she's going to throw another arrow down there. This one is not a nat 20. Is just a 26.
Okay, that'll hit.
And again, I'm not. She doesn't do that much damage. I gotta stop saying not the best. 16 points of damage.
Okay. Throws me to 25.
As another arrow thuds into you, and you're beginning to kind of slow down, and you can see her just kind of smiling, as I think she is going to actually take her actual movement just this way, kind of walking, keeping her kind of back to the swarm of insects, which is still there. Actually, I have to roll for concentration. It is not still there. But I don't think that matters.
Where is she?
She is on the actual walkway now. Basically straight past you.
I see where she is.
And
Can you put a name tag on her really quickly,
sure.
just to make it easier for
And-
Suzanne to see?
Yeah, we're gonna go down into Suna's turn now.
The group.
The group will
Is-
get there after this one. They get to roll into
So that
initiative
means-
after this.
So that means that they are 120 feet away.
Yeah, after this initiative, they will just be where they are on the map.
I can't remember they're on the.
They're not quite in the bottom left corner, but they are like just further down that street from the intersection.
How far is that?
Let's see. About like 200 feet.
— 200 feet. I can make it there.
What are you doing?
So, okay. So I am going to take 5 feet of movement to step out from the alley.
Let's see you, Alpha.
I am going to distant vortex and throw myself 180 feet down the street towards where the group will be coming from. And then I'm going to spend however much of my last 25 I need to grab cover again. Full cover.
Okay, so you'd probably go around the side of one of the houses, so you'd only need to vortex warp like 120 feet. Is that still good?
You said it's 200 to where the
Yeah.
group is coming. I want the full 180, and then I want to grab a house.
So, okay. The big thing
I wanna
is
be as-
you're not entirely sure where the group is coming from exactly. You just know they're coming from that way in general.
I want to go as far down that way as I can
Okay. So you'd be heading this
and
way.
grab cover.
Okay. Absolutely. You move down, and at this point, you're just trying to get cover behind one of the houses. But as you run your 25 feet in, you can kind of see the moving forms of your group members. As all of you guys hear and kind of spin around, And you can see
Can
Suna
I-
leaning on the side of one of the houses with several arrows sticking out of her chest and stomach and heavily bleeding.
Can I now use I believe I have a bonus action left.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my bonus action to drink a greater healing potion?
Absolutely. While you're
Grab my
doing that, I'm going to
D4s.
have everyone else roll into initiative.
Can I be allowed some finagling room?
With what?
Do I see Suna being attacked as we're approaching with my passive of 20?
You all heard the explosion. Zavidnia is quiet enough that you do not hear basically this stuff. You can hear.
Okay.
You heard because the buzzing went away with the explosion.
If I could only hear the explosion, I wouldn't do anything else. If I'm not hearing combat, I reasonably wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, but you do see basically kind of Suna kind of peering out from behind a building with just covered with bolts and blood.
Can I use my can I use my free action?
Yeah, you can talk.
She's here, guys.
All right. Initiative rolls. Anyone above 20?
I have not rolled these.
26.
Oh, I was hoping I was going to be the only one. 22.
I did roll a natural 20.
I did as well. Oh my gosh.
I'm only cool when it comes to Spider. The manic has faded.
Oh.
Rem's only cool when they're high.
Okay. Anyone above 15? Above 10?
I have no. Actually, no. I lied to you.
All right. Nime and Rem, what you got?
I have a crisp 9 for you.
I rolled a nat 1, so 7.
What does Silex have?
Silex has a 14.
You gotta say that, man.
I know, I forgot to roll for him again.
All right.
I'm sorry.
With that, you all see Suna appear behind you. Zex, you're up first.
Cool.
You don't know exactly where she is, so you can't target her
Okay.
with anything. Just keep that in mind.
Okie dokie. I guess I'll just have to move forward my 30 feet and hold my action for if she comes into sight.
Okay.
I'll toss out a psychic lance, I suppose, if she comes into sight.
Sounds good. You run forward 30 feet. So that's your turn?
Yep.
Gil, you're up next.
Okay. It's so she blends into this
That's
map way too well.
Yeah, it was. I didn't think it'd work
Okay.
that well, but
It
it really did.
I was gonna say it's super hard to make it out, but that's fine. So can I make an inference that if I just kind of run up this way somewhere, that I could like find her?
Yeah, if you're just running up, you'd run up, be able to see her, and then if you can make it to her, you can run to her. You're putting on the pain train, basically.
Well, so the problem is I have to use my hasted action to make it to her because I have to dash. So yeah, boots. Use boots action. Dash. Rage. And you know, I'm here. Why don't I just action surge?
Absolutely.
Is this like, I mean, I feel like I ask this every single time, but is this terrifying? Is this scary for her? Is she like
I'll let you know
scared?
have
after you roll the
moved
first hit.
200 and something odd feet in the span of
I-
6
She
seconds.
just sees
Less
the
than
yeah, those
train
are-
go choo choo.
It was about 150 feet. So yeah, action surge, and I'm. If that's acceptable.
It's acceptable. You're allowed to
Oh, okay.
action surge if you need to make that hit.
I love having a high. Just high numbers. High numbers are fun. 31 to hit.
31 hits, and now it's time for you to roll damage.
No. Oh. She was doing things.
She is doing things. We'll find out whether you like them or not.
Is she?
You probably won't. I'll let you know
Yeah.
right
So
now.
do you want me to roll out my damage? Is that still happening?
Yes, roll out your damage.
Okay. She's gonna like.
She's gonna pull out some shit.
She's gonna deflecting palm the damage back into my face.
Straight into your face.
Yeah. It's fine. It's okay. Oh, my dice.
You're about to get fucking pocket sanded.
That's fine. Oh, well, good thing this damage sucks. That's only 27 damage.
27.
That's
damage.
not very good.
No, it's not. However, this is the part that you might not like.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
As you swing this, you catch her in the side of the neck and you watch. For a second, it looks like you're shearing her head off. And then she explodes into this tirade of insects that kind of blinds you for half a second. When your eyes clear, which takes less than a second for your eyes to snap back into focus, she has moved and is now over here.
What?
You did see her take damage. You can see her rubbing her neck, and you can see as she smiles, the teeth are blackened, and it basically looks like someone who's like, she is elven, but she looks like she's been outside way too long in the heat, the elements, and is this weird mixture of both dark elf, wood elf, and high elf all congealed into one form. Is that it?
Hold on. Damn, that's tough because I've already attacked, which. I don't know. I have a lance. Can I throw my lance at her?
A lance or a javelin?
A lance. I don't have any javelins. I have a lance.
A lance.
Are you gonna allow? Can I listen?
What's the range on your breath weapon?
15 feet.
How about you've got movement left?
I have 10 feet of movement.
So you move forward 10. She only moved 20. What the hell? The math
30.
ain't mathing.
I moved 10 feet.
And the dragon's breath is a full action.
Yep.
Well, I mean, technically there's fanangling I can do with it, but no, am I allowed to throw a lance? Come on.
Throw the ash.
You did not receive a
It'd
bomb.
be an
Sex has the other
improvised.
one.
It would be an improvised weapon at disadvantage, but yes, I will let you throw a fucking lance at her.
Yes! Oh, that's
Improvised
great.
does mean 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
That's still a decent chunk of damage.
Sure.
That's still more than I could do regularly. So you said a disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
But my regular hit DC like plus is still the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, doesn't totally matter then. Oh, it really doesn't matter. 23?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said a D4, right?
D4 plus your strength.
Okay.
It's not magic. It's just a fucking lance that you're
Man.
throwing.
Well, 7
Love the
damage.
man pissed.
She just smiles at you and you fucking smack her face with a lance and you just see it disappear. Bong.
Listen, I'd say this is probably the second best thing I've done. The first best was when I beat a man half to death with bound
I
hands.
can't believe you did almost double-digit damage with a fucking throwing a lance.
One of my favorites
Oh,
was
great.
when you like carved a kobold out of the sky, grabbed half of it, and beat his friend to death with his corpse. Like you went nuts during that fight.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that was a very... I guess I have 10 more feet to move, so I'll move my 10 feet. Say this was a very efficient turn. Say I got a lot done. Yeah, that's what
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm so proud of myself right now. This is great.
Right. You see her smile comes once again, and she looks at you, and you can see her kind of crack her knuckles for a second, and then she steps backwards, Gilgamesh, and jumps into the web. And as she jumps into the web, she disappears.
What?
Was she visible for a moment when she jumped into the web to Zex?
I think that's a pretty bad angle for Zex to see anything if you look at it.
Zex has a 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at those angles. You could definitely probably hear, but she's gone.
On where?
You just need a name.
Yeah, I know. And yeah.
Gone where, may I ask?
Uh,
Gone with
you
the wind?
Do not see her.
I mean, maybe I need to look for a big javelin. Maybe that'll solve my problems. Maybe if I get
That will
another
solve
one.
your problems. However, that is her turn. As we get to have some more fun. As instead now, you all are kind of preparing to run one way or the other. And you can hear now this kind of crunching, this crashing sound. Gilgamesh, you're the one able to see this.
Yay!
I know, I knew you'd be so happy.
I'm so excited. What am I seeing?
You are seeing a good old friendo.
I don't like that.
As I just have to kind of pull them out.
I don't have friends. Oh, that's huge.
Yep. As
That thing is massive.
pushing itself out of the house is the spider, as this is the initiative it rolled. And
Layer action.
Layers. And it is going to use its movement.
This thing is humongous.
Hide its
How
way
big is
over to
this
you.
thing?
It is a 10-foot at the base with its legs extending longer. As you can just see, moves over these blue-black tendrils lashing out at you.
Oh, it has disadvantage.
It does.
Yeah.
So it will make 3 attacks on you.
Oh, okay.
First one, disadvantage.
Yep.
Dang, that's only a 20.
That's my AC.
So that hits.
Oh no.
As the foreleg slaps across you and slams into your shin.
I don't like spiders
that's
anymore.
ass damage. That's 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to make a second attack.
Yep.
That one is only a 10.
This thing's gonna
misses.
watch her the web beat your ass 7
Loser.
times. You know spiders can hold 7 guns?
I do now.
And then they will bite. Use their final attack to
Oh.
bite. Ooh, that's a 27.
No, yep, that hits.
I need you to make a con save.
Oh no. Okay. I'm probably fine, right? Nope.
I believe so.
16.
16. You do make the save.
Oh, thank God.
16 points of piercing damage
Okay, that's fine. That's so fine.
and 9 points of poison damage.
Oh, that's not.
You should have Grandpa say something.
How close is everybody?
No one else is within range of you. It's not gonna be
No,
relevant.
but there's something. There's.
She has disadvantage to hit everyone and are resistant to all the damage anyway because you hit her last. It's
Well,
it's not going to be super relevant right
Is
now.
this her though? That's the thing.
Whatever it is, if it shoots at us, it's gonna.
No, because I have a thing, and if this is her, then it won't work. But if it isn't, good. So yeah,
don't-
that's fine.
I don't believe the spider is her, but the actual
think
human
so.
form is her. It's just like
Yes.
spider armor.
Yeah.
Don't you
So
have like a stone rune of some description too?
That's exactly what it is. Is this spider's turn done yet? Can
It's
I do
the
things to
spider's
it?
turn.
Oh my goodness!
Done.
I see a creature end its turn within 30 feet of me. Let me invoke my stone rune. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
We love wisdom savings for
We-
spider.
Love wisdom
Oh,
saving
this is a
throws.
very wise spider.
No, no, it's not.
That's a wise spider. That's a 16.
I don't know if that passes.
That is a very wise spider.
Oh wait, that might be exactly what it needs. Hold on.
That spider is warning the pig that
Uh,
you need to not be
Well,
here.
Gil checks that Silex is on the go with Suna up afterwards.
Oh,
Okie
damn
dokie.
it.
Don't want to be
That
that.
sucks. That's exactly what it needed. The save was a 16.
Spooter, okay.
Damn. Well,
Silex.
I'm out of luck.
I guess Silex just gonna kind of move up here. I think that was right? Probably. Yep, that looks accurate. He'll just move up there. He's kind of slow. And then he'll go ahead and dash. Is this just grass over here?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, he'll just dash up onto this, I suppose.
Alright, sounds good.
That'll be his turn.
Alright, Suna, it's up to you. Rem, you're on deck.
So I haven't been healed
You have not.
because Rem hasn't gone.
Rem has not.
Ooh. Can I? Man, Hal, you should have rolled better.
Look, we're both low rollers. You were in the same boat together. Don't judge me.
Yeah, Rem goes after Suna.
And I only can drink one potion per turn.
One potion per turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to drink a normal healing potion.
Okay.
So that's 7 healing. And then I'm gonna hold a Has Zavidnia gone this turn?
Zavidnia has gone this turn. They do act before you.
I'm going to step out 5 feet and hold a vortex warp
Okay. On
For-
yourself, I assume.
on myself for when I get healed by Rem.
Okay.
Is when it
5
goes
feet
off.
in what direction?
Just out from the alley.
I would still need to move to see you.
You might want to go
If you
10 or
move
15.
15, I can just hit you. But if you
I
don't
can
come out
go-
here, I cannot hit you.
I go 10 or 15.
So 10 or 15
You
going
want-
towards me. It'll have to be. JC, you can rule the optics on that.
I'm gonna say we'll go 15 to
Oh,
be
that's
safe.
where you are. How did you get there?
That's where he dropped me.
Oh.
I
Okay.
was gonna say I wouldn't have passed you up if I saw you, but maybe in the heat of the moment, it kind of slipped my mind.
You didn't. Yeah, no, there was no passing by. It's just that's where they had. They wanted to get as
Because-
far down as possible, and at that point,
because
where I
I-
dropped them, 180 was past them.
Because
That's
of
fine.
It's angles. So,
Because
of,
Suna moves there. You hold, and you've used your
You can
bonus
move.
action.
But I'll move to 15
Okay.
so that Brent can hit me.
And what does that put your health up to, just so I can update it?
That puts me at 43.
Now we go to not Sex. Sex is at the top. Rem, and then Nime's on deck.
Rem, seeing that you are hurt in a
Fuck.
massive way, is gonna hit you with a crisp 6th level heal, gain 70.
That means my shit goes off. Can I distant my held action?
I'm good with it. Why not?
Okay. I'm going to distant. Another vortex warp.
Mm-hmm.
And I essentially am just moving back forward towards Zavidnia. I don't know if I need the full 180, but as close to Gil as I can get.
You can
And
literally
then-
go right next to Gil.
Okay, but I want to grab an alley still.
Okay. So let's go to
Um,
105.
So
or would
so
you like to
throws
be on the
me-
far right side where you put the explosion?
if I can grab cover on the far side, I'll do that.
Yeah, you can still be in an alley.
Okay, then I'll jump that far, and I can use the rest of my movement to grab the alley if I have to.
Yep, you're all good. You just need to roll for your wild magic.
Oh fuck! Well, doesn't that go off just automatically
'cause of
because I
tides.
use tides on
I
the
believe
one thing?
tides is up to DM discretion.
I can put it off right now. I'm just gonna do it now. Why not?
Fuck it.
Blow
me up.
Roll me a
Fireball.
100.
You can
What?
tell that Cyberpunk has changed us.
20
20.
flat.
JC, I've never asked for anything more in my life. Remember that thing we discussed about adding to the table? This is the perfect time to do it. I would I invoke my friend card, perform that action.
Well, you guys, I don't know if this is
You
Cyberpunk,
did.
but this is something. I'm just gonna read this out to you, Suna. You appear in this alleyway, and I quote from the table, "You feel the incredible urge to relieve yourself. Until you do, your strength and intelligence are reduced by 1. If you don't relieve yourself in the next 2 minutes, the above effects are removed, but your charisma score is reduced by 4 for an hour."
Are we we
Does
gotta
that take
squat.
an action?
You will have to take an action.
We got
Look
an
at my-
action surge pace.
I don't have an action surge anymore. Is that an action or is that my turn?
It will.
I need that clarified. Is that an
Oh.
action or is that my turn?
It just doesn't say.
DM discretion.
DM
Action or
discretion.
turn?
I'd
Roll
say
me a
that would have to
D6.
be a whole action.
I will. How about this? I'm gonna let fate decide really quick. I'm gonna roll, and if it's, I'm just gonna give you a straight 50-50. If it's 11 or up, it's an action. If it's below that, it's a turn. How's that sound?
Okay. That sounds great.
I'll roll the piss dice on straight.
It's fine.
So we'll do 1d20. I hate this.
This is even a wild magic. This is just this
It
is
is
just
wild
normal
magic.
life. This is just normal life.
It is technically wild magic, and I hate it.
The
This thing
fucking
is
wild
longer
magic
than
is the
6
magic of
seconds.
nature.
I know, but I
Is
don't want
this
them
the
to die because of a
300 spot
piss.
table?
Okay,
What did you get?
it's a 13.
So it's action?
It will
the
take
action.
you an action. I don't want them to
That
die.
is the type of work with that. I almost did. I don't know if I could have. Honestly, I don't know if I could have lived in a third turn.
All right. Just get chat's angry because it takes more than a turn to piss.
Look,
It takes less than a
I've
turn to piss.
it takes longer than 6 seconds to piss. It does not take longer than 6 seconds to shit.
And that is not
I did
clarified.
need that.
It is
Okay.
not clarified.
Alrighty. Rem, is there anything else you want to do? Because that was all a reaction.
I do have my turn. I am gonna move up. I gotta turn that down. I'll move up my 50. I'll chill with Silex because fuck it, we're bros. Talks less than his
Bros.
predecessor. I don't mind. I am going to yell out. Allow me some leisure. In Elvish. You bring shame to your people. You're no hunter, you're a coward.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna sanctuary and let that ride.
All right. Nime,
I
it's
will
your
roll
turn.
anything relevant as you see fit.
There'll be a response when it happens, but for right now, I'm just gonna keep that in the vault.
I believe I can put something on myself.
You sanctuaried yourself, right?
Yeah, I can put like a. Like,
Oh, the little
is this
dot.
perceived
Yeah.
by
Yep,
everyone?
that is perceived.
Everyone can perceive this. Probably not everyone. It doesn't matter. It's only for me and you.
All right, Nime, it's up to you.
It's my turn.
Damn. Okay. So,
Everything's
just-
gone to shit around you.
yeah, fucking, I guess, man. I just gotta start moving, I guess, at
Okay.
this point. So what we're gonna do, is move 30 feet, this way. So right at that corner area. And then we're also going to, as a bonus action, use Rabbit Hop, which would bring me to... Oh, goodness, where am I? 35, I believe.
All right.
So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I guess I'm going to be right next to Silex
All right.
for now. And then... Man.
Some distance.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of research while it wasn't my turn, and there's just a lot of things I wish I would have been using this whole time, like hair trigger that I could add my proficiency bonus to my initiative rolls. I could have been doing this whole fucking time, and I didn't realize that. But let me see here.
We love learning more about our characters.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad because there's so many things that I could have just been doing and I haven't. But that's my turn for now because I don't want to use the action surges until I'm actually in combat.
Okay, you still have an action if you want to dash and get closer.
Oh shoot, I guess I do.
Remember,
Yeah.
you're a Haragon. You can go faster than anyone.
Oh yeah, that's true. How far can I go?
It's still your normal 35, I believe you get.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna cut across.
All right, you cut across with your sword outwards, and you can see Gil basically wrestling with the pincers of this massive, massive spider. Just back and forth, this thing just hissing down. All right.
Does it? Hold on, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have weak points on its like butt?
It,
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I do know what you're saying.
This thing's too skittish for it to even be relevant, probably.
Yeah. It's just the biggest spider here.
Okay.
However, we have everyone's splayed outwards. Suna's healed and ran into an alley. Nime's pulled up. Gilgamesh has activated his boots and ran headfirst into a massive, massive shadowed spider. And Zavidnia has melded into a spider web, unable to be seen by anyone. And for right now, 1 true turn into initiative, but turn 3 for unfortunate Suna. We are going to end.
I had a great time.
We are going to end the session there, and we're going to pick it up next week because we are hitting the 3:30 mark. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We have a spider place, and I have a feeling that no matter what I've done, everything that I've done up to this point, everything has gone away, and these guys are just gonna remember me, remember my worst thing on them as just being spiders from one man.
I didn't think the spiders were that bad.
Every other descriptor,
I don't have a
I didn't have a
problem.
volatile reaction.
I hate spiders. Rem is like not perturbed.
It's just a volatile reaction from half the cast.
I would like to know for
Spider.
Zex, is that a character decision or is it like the real life
That is-
melding into the man?
Bit of both.
A little bit of both. I mean, a Pomeranian size, like
Pomeranian
Yeah.
spider
spider's
jumping out of a man's throat.
fucked.
That's pretty fucked.
I'm not gonna lie. But we'll pick back up with combat. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you, Jazz, Suzanne, Alpha, James, and Helminia for playing. Thank you to Swim and Epic Parno for being in the chat. We love you. And we'll see how you go against the Crusader of Spiders.
Honestly, I think it'll be fun.
The
It's not that bad,
The
actually.
Spider Champion. Where have they gone? Where could they be now?
I hope my taunting them provides me with some merit. And you know, if that merit is getting my asshole turned inside out, that's God's plan for all of us.
God's plan. All right. Well, once last time, I hope you all have a wonderful night. This has been session 112 of Papihos.
Yeah,
It's been going for a while.
crazy.
I'm glad that you are all seeing through the story with me. For the next time, we're going to squash some spiders. Take care, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.